most invaluable pawn. So let the merge begin. Now that the spiders are gone, with the core in my hands, reality shall collapse, and my eternal reign will stretch beyond divine grasp. So fade away and return to nothing. Your strength is great, but you're no match for me, no. I'll let you live on entertaining. God of all creation, God of your creation now. I do not fear you now. I exist beyond your time. Rule over cosmic beings. One thought could melt your mind. I do enjoy your rage. Could always entertain. Erasure won't come yet. I'll just provide the stage. So fade away and return to nothing. Your strength is great, but you're no match for me, no. I'll let you live on entertaining. God of all creation, God of your creation now. So fade away and return to nothing. Your strength is great, but you're no match for me, no. I'll let you live on entertaining. God of all creation, God of your creation now. We eating pasta in your hood. It tastes like heaven. We eating pasta and it.
Alright, let's start it there.
Yeah. We've had the careers before. They call us a lethal weapon. You brandish an unsheathed sword. Played hero Roroni Kenshin. We kicked it aside of your door. Use the one who will get to seven. Where was that bravado you had a hot minute ago? Hey, we got ups, but I wouldn't say we beef. How the saying go, it's a two-way street. Get me on the pipe and you know they had a tweak. I'm just trying to lay my name, you get what I'm speaking. We entertain the masses and anywhere the weekend. There's some asshole think that you can press the lead and put the whole squad down, get out within the weekend. But we stars, boys, so continue, go and see. We've had the careers before. They call us a lethal weapon. You brandish an unsheathed sword. Play hero Roroni Kenshin. We kicked it aside of your door. Use the one who will get to seven. Where was that? Bravo. unsheathed sword. Played hero, Roroni Kenshin. We kicked it aside of your door. You's the one who will get to 7. Where was that bravado you had a hot minute ago? We eating pasta in your hood. It tastes like heaven. We eating pasta and it good. Yeah, 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 yeah. Was to end my life, chance for repentance be denied. They want to see me crucified, a mass hysterical delight. I cry out, God forgive them, for they not know what they are doing. They see their barbarism simply as a mute. I'm not your religion, but I am your God. It takes more than scripture to get you to stop this facade. Your tongue, trying to tell you that I'm not the one. But whatever, when it is all said and done, you wish you could be me. You wish you could be me, wish it were that easy. I'm not of your species, it's not worth competing. You wish you could be me, wish it were that easy. I'm not of your species, now bow down before your God. It takes more than scripture to get you to stop this facade. I don't think you get it, I have already won. My name has been branded right onto the flesh of your tongue, trying to tell you that I'm not the one. Whatever, when it is all said and done, you wish you could be me. You wish you could be me, wish it were that easy. I'm not of your species, it's not worth competing. You wish you could be me, wish it were that easy. I'm not of your species, now bow down before your God. Thunderstorms, ending worlds, gods of war, clashing swords again. Thunderstorms, trembling hordes, gladiators, torn apart again.
Hey, look at me. I'm sitting here sad and lonely without a fire but a desire to not hear you say, I want it that way, as I see the ladies walking along one by one. I never wanna hear I have a boyfriend. Tell me why I'm stuck as a virgin with rage. Tell me why I so need a cute girl my age. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I have a boyfriend and I have no fire but a desire to not hear you say I have a boyfriend. Tell me why I'm stuck as a virgin with rage. I so need a cute girl my age. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I have a boyfriend. Why do all of the jerks get all of the pretty girls? Yeah, you may not know this, but you should know that I am a lonesome heart and I have no fire but a desire to not hear. Don't wanna hear you start as a virgin with rage. So need a cute girl my age. I never wanna hear you say I have a boyfriend. Tell me why I'm stuck as a virgin with rage. Me why I so need a cute girl my age. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I have a boyfriend. Tell me why I'm stuck as a virgin with rage. I so need a cute girl my age. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I have a boyfriend. Never say it now.
Oh my goodness, chat. That is amazing. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Today is exciting. Today we have some special content for everybody. Oh, there's two of you on screen. Hold on a moment. Let me turn off one of you.
Two of you.
Yes.
Let's go.
You're doubling.
Double the gremlin.
Double the gremlin. Yes, we're gonna put you like right there. Perfect. Hello, everybody. I need to now move my thing. Thank you, chat, for the money. I appreciate that. We're probably gonna have to.
It's been a while since my last SC. Time to donate to the.
Thank you for the Yippee Fund. The Yippie's birthday's coming up.
Forced to watch Chris Chan and hear.
Yippee! The Yippee Kaye birthday. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Are you got any plans? IRL cake? Party?
Well, I don't live near a lot of people where I would share a cake, so I might get something small, but not really planning on something big. But I am planning on doing a 24-hour live stream.
Oh my goodness.
And the day before, so chat, fun fact, the day before my 24-hour live stream, I am going on the Side Scrollers podcast. So I have the Side Scrollers podcast on the 18th, and then I got the birthday on the 19th, so... That'll be fun.
I gotta draw you something for your birthday, Akko.
Oh,
like a little doodle.
You don't have to do that, but I appreciate that, Hero. I'll put you up a little bit higher. There we go. But yes, chat. Welcome tonight. Tonight is very fun, very exciting. I am excited because I have like this. There's this fascination with me when it comes to lolcows on the internet, and I want to share it with people.
This guy's not looking too good for the photo, I would say.
Okay, so the photo. I'm trying to remember what I said is the photo. Let me bring up the picture here for you, chat, because I literally put that photo together in like 5 seconds. So for those who have never seen Chris Chan before, that is like his most, or I guess their most recent iteration, because Chris Chan is a goddess now. Yeah, so
oh my goodness, just can't.
I'm kind of telling you the ending of the Chris Chan like arc, but like and I'm telling you because like it's the most recent shit that's gone on. So what happened with Chris Chan is they started off as a normal individual. They were kind of trolled into thinking that they were some sort of god being, and I feel like they were kind of trolled into being trans as well, just a little bit, because everybody kept telling him.
Come on.
Yeah, everybody kept telling him he was gay, and I think he started believing it.
Gosh. Bro, that's like, are you supposed to like figure that out for yourself? Like, not let other people bully you into doing it.
You would think.
Like, bro, please. I gotta hold my tongue a little bit before I get us in trouble.
I mean, you can say what you feel. Tonight is kind of just one of those chill nights, you know. Zone egotism, sure. But what I'm going to be showing you tonight is kind of early on in the Chris Chan lore. But like, what ended up happening is, after Chris did inappropriate things with their mother, their only surviving parent, they decided that they were a reincarnation of Jesus while they were in prison, which is pretty normal for people in prison to think that they're somehow Jesus. And they have decided that they are going to bring about the second coming. They've been out of jail for like 2 years now, and the second coming hasn't happened yet. So I'm starting to think that they might not actually be Jesus.
He's about to bring on some more lawsuits, more like it. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You know, I know we're laughing, but I actually feel really bad for him.
It's like the thing is, it's kind of half and half with Chris Chan, because with Chris Chan, I would say that it's one part trolls, one part autism, because Chris Chan has very they say they're high functioning. I don't agree, because high functioning autism is you can actually go out, have a job, contribute to society. Chris Chan has never really had a job outside of like one brief period that they had a job at Wendy's. And so they've never really had a job. Their whole life has been them working on this comic book. And I would say another part of their life is their parents, because their parents kind of just let him do whatever and did not actually like try, if that makes sense, to get him to do anything. And it got...
So he's basically mentally stunted in a way, like emotionally and mentally stunted?
Yes, pretty much. And it's really unfortunate, because I think that Chris Chan is kind of smart. But... Oh, thank you for the follow. Or excuse me, not for the follow. Thank you, Crendel, for being a member for 5 months.
Yo, let's go 5 months.
Maybe Chris is an evolved being.
I don't think he's on this final stage of evolution quite just yet.
You don't think so?
I'm sure he can ascend higher. What is it, Nirvana? That they is that like the highest thing in some religion or something? Something
like that. But yeah. So what I have for you is this documentary. It is 80 parts plus long. And a lot of it is very minute details that most people are just like, this doesn't matter. But like, there's a lot of little details where when you pick them up, they make sense in the long run. Like, one of the details they keep bringing up is the fact how close Chris gets to his mother. And it's just like, knowing what you know, it kind of makes sense why Chris is so weird with
Isn't
with
that
their
like
mother.
an Oedipus complex or something? I remember that from high school.
Think so. I think so. So, we are going to be watching episode 5 today. I know you said that you don't have time. You have about 2 hours, so I'm going to subject you to one episode tonight. And then I might subject my chat to another episode. But today's episode, oh no. Oh, I forgot about this one.
Uh-oh.
This is right after the trolling starts, basically. Because in episode 3 and 4 is when Chris Chan is kind of exposed to the trolls, because the trolls figure out who Chris Chan is, and they're like, oh, this is really interesting. And they start messing with him. And so this episode is when the trolling kind of like goes into full gear, basically. And Celestium doesn't deserve this. Listen, I like sharing with people.
Hey, I'm always down, honestly. Like, I feel like even before you told me about him, I think I've heard about him like a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm not like into the internet lore too much, so
Yeah.
helps me get out of my shell.
Yeah. Really quickly, thank you, Devastator, for the 10 gifted memberships. I'm gonna have to turn off
That's
the
wild.
Streamlab alerts. Yes, very much. Thank you for that. I'm gonna turn off the Streamlab alerts just so that it can it doesn't interrupt the thing here. But thank you so much. I appreciate that.
We would love to give you one head pet.
Yeah. Well, actually,
and it's dear to
no.
your soul for the rest of your life.
No, you're wrong. The Yippee is the one that gets the head pats.
Oh.
Yes, the Yippee is the one that gets the head pats. So give the Yippee a head pat. you get the joy of giving a head pat to the Yippee.
Oh my goodness, last night when I was watching your stream and I heard the song at the start, I was dying. Not so much because of the song, but like the Yippee, the way that they animated it, like it's looking at you and it's like kind of dancing. I was like, this is great. This is perfection. This is what I needed in my life.
Yeah. So the songs, oh my gosh. Crundle, thank you for 50 gifted
Holy
members.
smokes.
Thank you. Holy crap. I deeply appreciate that.
Let's go. Real one.
Yes. Chat, make sure you say thank you if you got a gifted membership. Make sure you say thank you. All right. Lost my all right. So the songs I was playing yesterday are what they are is there is this guy out there that takes people's words that they speak in a stream and turn them into songs, basically. And the guy we were listening to is a guy named Ethan Ralph, who, as I mentioned yesterday, used to run a very successful podcast. And now he's kind of just, I mean, he still runs the podcast, but he's kind of just like petering on Rumble right now to a couple hundred viewers, basically. But he used to be very popular. Like his peak was doing a live stream where he raised $15,000 to $20,000 for some charity.
That's wild. Wow.
Yes, but he did it while talking about and engaging in Nazi discussion, basically. Like,
Well,
so
never
he was
mind. Not awesome.
he was basically debating Nazism with people. He allowed people to come on and debate Nazism, and it was a really wild podcast because Boogie2988 came on there. The owner of the farms came on there. A whole bunch of people came on there, and so like I said, they raised this money for charity. The charity rejected it, and he got banned off of YouTube.
Oh my.
Yeah. Now,
well then,
my personal opinion, all right, my personal opinion is if you're getting money for charity, it probably doesn't matter if people are debating that kind of stuff. Me personally, I wouldn't do a charity stream for that, but I feel like it's kind of dumb that they rejected that money for charity just because it's just like, oh, you were doing this, and it's just like, it's whatever. I don't know. What charity was it? I can't remember. That's like some Ethan Ralph. Listen, I need to do a video where I react to Ethan Ralph stuff, so.
I was gonna say, I wonder what, like, what did he, do we know what he did with the money after? Did he just, like, refund everyone?
Everybody got refunded, because I think it was through, like, some sort of service, so it got refunded, basically. Really quickly, Devastator, thank you for the 5 additional gifted memberships. Very much appreciated. Anyway, I don't want to take too much more of your time tonight just talking about all that kind of stuff. I will give you this. If you want, I can give you some of the songs from that, and you can listen to them on your own time. But we should get started.
Yeah.
We should get started here. Now, Chad, I do want to say that while we are reacting to this, all right, I have listened to these many times, mostly because when I'm a security guard and I don't have anything to do, I listen to the Chris Chan documentary. I started listening to this when it was part 39, and now it is like over part 80, and the guy's taking a break because he stopped covering Chris Chan after he got arrested, basically. So eventually it'll continue going. But we're in part 5, and this is in still the early 2000s. Now, I want to ask you something. How old do you think Chris Chan is now?
Would he be in his late 30s, maybe early 40s?
I believe he's in his early 40s now. So.
Oh.
Yeah. The picture that I I put on the thumbnail is him basically like within the last 2 years.
You know, I would be really concerned if in my 40s my life was kind of like going in this direction.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. You know, if I wasn't a Christian, I have some choice words. I might have pulled the plug. But oh no, I killed Akko. Well, Akko pulled the. Not kidding. Let me stop. Oh my
He's
god.
43. Holy
sorry.
shit. You're good. I love this side of you, Celestium. Holy shit, that's awesome. Please listen. This is the platform where, as long as you're not screaming slurs, I don't care if you get a little crazy. All right, this is your place to be just a little crazy. All right, you can be very nice and say so on your streams. Here, you can let it rip just a little bit.
Yeah, I try not to be too unhinged.
So you can be unhinged just a little bit here. All right.
Poor guy.
Gosh.
Honestly, let's put him in the retirement home chat.
He definitely
needs to go there real quick.
Well, so here's the crazy part. So after he did what he did with his mom and got out of jail, he no longer lives with his mom, thankfully. And what he does now is he lives with like a group of people that help sell his merchandise. And what he does now is he sells merchandise selling the Sonichu medallion, which you may or may not have heard of before.
I have never heard of that in my entire life until today.
I may have to do another stream where I bring you back and teach you about some modern Christery, because there's modern Christery, because like the Sonichu medallion, which you may or may not see during this documentary, is like a tulpa. It is basically like an evil totem where a lot of people believe that it is infested with demons, because anybody that gets a Sonichu medallion goes through a lot of horrible things in their life, basically. So we encourage people.
So
yeah.
is it like one of those lava? I can't pronounce those new little dolls with the creepy faces that people keep buying and going crazy over on TikTok. Those lava dolls.
Kind of. Here.
Lava dolls.
Here, let me show you a picture. Sonichu medallion. That's not how I.
Boo Boo doll.
It's not how I
Those
spell
Labubu
medallion.
dolls are creepy.
All right. So this. Oops. All right. I'd have to show you the screen. Here.
I mean,
1 second.
look, when you're in cahoots with the enemy. Oh, I've seen those things.
Yeah, so don't buy
that
one.
thing is
Don't buy one, because people believe that these are like infested with demons that will make your life a living hell. Because anybody that has one tends to go through a lot of misfortune and sadness in their life, and it's not good. Like, just a quick example, iDubbbz had one. And iDubbbz is like, yeah, iDubbbz had one. Mudahar from Some Ordinary Gamers had one, and he's been going through it. Flip. I know a VTuber that had one, and she didn't have one. She had 2. Okay.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. I saw that like maybe like a month.
Yeah.
Month and a half ago.
No, that's a different one. So there was a VTuber named Hexa. She was like a green. She did like the GFE experience, I believe. And what she did is she bought 2 of them because one didn't get signed and she wanted one signed by Chris Chan. And after she got it, she got extremely sick. Her computer like started having issues and her life just like went down the drain, and she went on hiatus and hasn't been back since. Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law also had one, and Rekieta, I don't know if you know much about Nick Rekieta, but his life has also gone down the drain as well.
I mean, I believe that if you're not a Christian and curses and spiritual warfare is like it's really real.
Yes.
Like witchcraft is really real.
Yes.
And so if they are, doing whatever behind the scenes and people do that and they don't have the Holy Spirit within them, they're kind of cooked.
I agree.
So,
I
I'm not
agree.
surprised.
No, so believe it or not, my mom actually went right after she got a divorce from my dad. She she was like a witch. She was like she was definitely a witch. I actually believed for a while that she could fly on the broom that she kept in the living room because she told me that she could.
Oh my gosh.
Still haven't seen it, so she hasn't I haven't been proven wrong yet. But I do believe that there are curses that people bring upon each other. In fact, Chris Chan is actually going to perform curse. I don't know if he'll perform a curse on this episode, but Chris Chan actually performs curses on people all the time that he got from anime.
Well, you see, he needs Jesus.
You want to know
That's
what's
all he
funny? He is Christian.
Well, I hope he reads his Bible again because the Bible clearly says not to do witchcraft. But hey,
It's a
we're
lot.
all in a different part of our walk.
Anyway, I believe you can.
Let's let the footage roll.
Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah.
Do you see the screen? Do you see the disclaimer on the screen right now?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
perfect. So this opening here, by the way, there's two versions of this. There's the version with him before he's trans and after.
What made
Oh
him
my
this
gosh,
way?
this
Yeah.
guy ruined his body.
He
Oh my
did.
goodness.
What is the attraction?
You'll see some pictures of him before,
What keeps us fascinated?
and
He looked like a normal dude.
he was like a normal, somewhat pudgy looking dude. Okay, I want to
Yeah.
pause this here because this is a great picture of him in his mid-20s. Okay, in his bedroom that he's still living in with his parents.
Wow, that room is a mess.
Im-
I thought my room was bad.
Imbibe in this here. Like when I see this, I'm like, I wish I had this many Legos. Although there's not just Legos in here. There's a My Little Pony in the corner here. You can see some of his game
was a
guides
brony.
below. He was a brony. Do you want to know why he became a
He was
brony?
a brony. Why?
Because of a girl. He became a brony because of a girl.
Oh, come on, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Oh my gosh.
Unironically, I don't know if it's in the. You know what? I think it is in this episode. But unironically, he freaked out that girl to the point where she said to go the F away. So, he does that a lot, by the way. He has a lot of quote unquote girlfriends he tries to get. And it all leads to them either being trolls that are trying to mess with him or he scares them away.
I mean, his life, even just by this picture, his life is so disorganized and so, out of place. No offense to him, he is not someone that should be dating until he gets it together, but hey, he cooks himself a time.
I'm sorry, it's perfect. I love it. All right. Excuse me. Am I weak for feeling disturbed by these images? No, chat, you are not. I am desensitized to these images, so you are fine. Oh, fuck. Yeah, chat, by the way, in the background, I'm going to be playing Crypt Keeper.
Mamma mia.
This is part 5, chat.
Less than a week after Christian's Encyclopedia Dramatica page was created, someone updated it by uploading an infamous internet-based photo.
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about so. Oh yeah. So so I'm assuming you know what that is.
No, but I think I have some bleach ready in case I find out.
So they'll explain it
From
in the episode, but yeah, Goatsy is you are too pure is all I'm going to say. You are too pure. But essentially, the Encyclopedia Dramatica is basically like the Kiwi Farms before the Kiwi Farms was a thing.
Ooh.
And they basically uploaded him to it to kind of like catalog his behaviors and such. So yeah, I think I should be able to unmute the Streamlabs alerts. I think it might be fixed. It might be. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue.
Depicts a naked man stretching his anus with his fingers snugly within his rectum, dilating his orifice to an inhumane diameter.
Yeah, that's what Goatsy
This
is.
upset Chris so gravely that he took it upon himself to edit the page to make himself appear more appealing. For example, a paragraph noting his racism was changed to, "Oh yeah."
Oh yeah. By the way, he's he's racist.
I mean, at this
Extremely.
point, he might as well be a fascist or something. I don't know.
So
Like, what's next?
well, here's the thing. His parents are very quote unquote old fashioned, which is why I think he's racist, because I think it was his dad. I think it was his dad, but he is extremely racist. Yeah.
Fashioned. In his idea of a sweetheart, she is not black. He is cool with adoption, but his dream of his future daughter calls for blood, tears, and seminal descent. Not only did he reword sentences and correct historical inaccuracies, but he also extensively added personal information, a tactic which he called information overload.
Oh yeah. So we talk about OPSEC on the internet, where it's just like you should not reveal personal information that doesn't need to be revealed, because otherwise people can use it against you. Chris Chen did the absolute opposite thing of telling everybody everything about himself. He doxed himself to the internet. He told everybody his phone number, and he told people to call him if they had issues with him. And he gave away all sorts of information to the internet. And he called it information overload.
This guy's just digging his own grave.
Yes.
That's wild.
Yes, it was bad.
While his intention was to evoke sympathy, it only succeeded in fueling the fire for the trolls. In a way to reassert his heterosexuality, he uploaded several of his own sexually charged drawings, such as one of Sonichu and Rosechu having
Mother of pearl, bro.
And I'm so glad he censored it. I'm so glad he censored. Yeah, you know what? This is the episode I'm thinking of. This is the episode I'm thinking of. This is a bad episode for all the wrong reasons. Oh, by the way, chat, if super chats don't read out, I will read them later.
intercourse, a naked Mary Lee Walsh masturbating, bubbles and black.
Oh yeah, so for a TLDR, Mary Lee Walsh was the dean at his college that he hated because she wouldn't let him bring up an attraction sign, which is basically a sex ad, to try and get a woman, and he depicted her as an evil villain in his comic book series.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like Sonichu having sex, and an image called She Came for Quick, which depicted Chris satisfying an unidentified naked woman with his fingers. Those exposed to the picture felt that the woman bore a striking resemblance to his twin sister Crystal, and were convinced that it was an illustration of incest.
Okay, so yeah, that's another thing I gotta explain. So Chris Chan has like this idea of like a daughter whose name is Crystal, but he also thinks that he should have like a twin sister named Crystal. So a lot of people started positing, okay, if he wants a twin sister and a daughter, very dirty mindset of how the fuck that would happen. Yeah.
Dude, I like. We're not even like 5 minutes in.
We're 2 minutes in.
And I need to bleach my eyes. I need to bleach my eyes.
Not your ears, your eyes.
The fact that he captioned the image with, "Your sister has come for me," didn't help. Outside of his illustrations, he reflected on his obsession with Megan, admitting that he no longer pined.
Okay, so Megan is the girl that, one of the girls. She was one of the first few that he went after.
For her, and talked about pleasuring himself using his inflatable sex doll, Officer Nudity. He restated his purpose. "I will continue to shove the true facts from my heart and soul down your throats, only until you take this whole page down for good." Chris would go on creating new accounts and
how
further altering
poetic.
the page for the
Yes, he's a very poetic man, very poetic. And the very early stages of his online existence is trying to get this Encyclopedia Dramatica, this page of where they document him, taken down, because he's like, this page is like harassment and evil, and I hate it, basically. And so he's trying to get it taken down and removed.
Calling the kettle black. Interesting.
A little bit, a little bit. I'm glad you noticed that. I'm really glad you noticed that. But yeah, essentially so.
next few years. As the year 2007 drew to a close, Christian bought an anime-styled sex doll named Kimmy and continued to email Megan, telling her that he would meet Lori soon. And on New Year's Eve, he sent an email to a friend of Megan's, which contained a new freestyle poem called For My True Love, I Would. For my true love, I'd treat her tenderly, sweetly, gently, like a summer breeze. I'd caress her skin gently with my strong fingers. I'd take her to eat and provide for her to my ability. I'd start small at McDonald's, then let it get better in due time. If she is willing to allow the pleasure, I'd lay her down, caress her gently, tickle her fancy, have her tickle my fancy, and give it to her, with the learned, lonely experience I've endured. I love you will be shared daily with a French side dish. I am her soldier, to do for her as she sees fit.
Do you think that? Do you like that poem? Do you feel like romantically like entwined with this poem right here?
You know that
Monkey has
SpongeBob
just
episode
$4.99
Okay, go ahead.
where
Just go ahead to talk
where
over it.
Squidward he throws the rope, but you don't know that it's like a bird cage.
Yes, I think
that's
so.
how I'm feeling right now. I think that's how I'm feeling right now.
What the heck? Chat. Yes, chat. It's yes. Also really like that he's like, my first date with her would be at McDonald's.
Please go to Starbucks, man. Get her that blueberry summer refresher with like the lemonade in it.
I love how half of the comments are literally just saying, why are you doing this to Celestia?
Because we didn't get to do it last week, Chad.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
why.
Exactly.
Devastator tips $10. It always starts out so nice, but it never ends that way.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Devastator. You're not wrong. All right, let's continue.
In January 2008, Christian created a Facebook account, which he used much in the same manner as his other social media outlets, such as MySpace. He managed to befriend several women in his general vicinity and tried to engage in conversations with them. Hi Christina, I have read your profile and I find you quite interesting. You're pretty, honest, and smart. If you'd like, I'd like to meet you for a soda or coffee and get to know you better over a pleasant conversation. I also hope you will accept my friend request I have submitted earlier. Please reply if it's all cool. Okay, well, I'm 17 and about to be 18 in a few months, but yeah, I love to party and all that good shit, so hit me up. Cool, Christina. While I don't know what it means to hit me up, I'll assume it means to talk to you more. I look forward to meeting you in person and learning more about you. And if you need a tutor for a school subject, I can probably help you. I've excelled in math and English subjects. Yo tom '2 años de español de nol en mi escuela secundaria.
What the
Can you-
frick?
Can you judge his Spanish? Because he's English first and he took like 2 years of Spanish.
Y yo tomé 2 años de español en mi escuela secundaria. That apostrophe don't belong between the M and the E, and that does he not have the thing to do the ñ on top of the N in español? And it's not in, it's N. So he needs a couple more years of Spanish before we can let him back on the keyboard, I think.
So here's the funny part. He decided to give himself a Spanish nickname while he was in Spanish class. He called himself Ricardo. So his full name that he had while doing this was Christian Weston Ricardo Chandler. Because he really took it seriously.
Well, he could be a Hispanic. Hispanics really love long names. Thank
Yeah.
God I don't have a middle name. Ricardo Chan. Oh my goodness, no, chat. Please,
Ricardo
no,
Chan.
Please. No. I don't want him associated with my people. Get him out.
Took 2 years of Spanish in my high school. Take care, Chris Chan. Okay, yeah, well, here's the thing. First of all, I'm 17 and or too old. And second of all, no or too old for me. And third of all, I'm not into all that Christian shit, but I would still love to be friends with you. And I don't know very many Christians who like to party, cause I'm a hardcore party girl. So, no, nothing like what you may be thinking. I just wanted to be friends with you. I'd wait until you were at least 18 before taking it further. Also,
Oh,
By the
my
way,
goodness.
this
What?
Chris Chan is not a predator. I'm just going to put that out right now because he's not. But this is one of the things that I see a
He's
couple people point to that make him that say this is really weird. But just putting out there, he's not actually a predator. There is no evidence for that. This is just kind of weird, though.
I mean, it's weird. But he sounds like, I think, genuine here at least. But I could be wrong.
You are correct. He is definitely 100%. That's the thing about someone with autism. I know when somebody's being genuine. He's being genuine, and that's the sad part.
Oh, I can party.
Poor guy.
I just don't get invited much. There's nothing wrong with simply meeting for a pleasant conversation and soda pop. I promise I would not lay a finger on you. Okay, well, a little FYI, I'm on probation and house arrest, and I might get locked up tomorrow for breaking my probation, so let's just take it day by day. I mean, I don't know Oo at all, and people might talk about me hanging with some older dude who I don't know. But I do hang at DQ, Dairy Queen, every day after school, so drop by and see if Oo can find me. Holla boy. After Christian sent
He's
another
sex
message
obsessed?
divulging
Yes, he
more
is.
details about himself, communication with Christina ceased. He also engaged in a chat with Christy, who accepted his invitation for a chat over coffee or soda, but he ultimately declined her acceptance when she revealed that she was a single mother. He also messaged a Danielle.
He wasn't into
his
single
boyfriend,
woman.
In response, threatened Chris. On January 20th, Christian pleaded on Facebook for people not to believe what has been written on Encyclopedia Dramatica. There are some cyberbullies who have taken my words and feelings out of context and twisted them into meaningless mockery. Please do not believe those terrible rumors. I am a good man who needs a female sweetheart to soothe my pains from loneliness, stress of
Relationship
social
won't soothe your
influences,
pain.
and heartache.
That's for sure. Wait, how old was he here? Like in his wait, what year was this? This was early 2000s?
This was very early 2000s, so I'm going to say that he
Oh,
was
I was
probably
in-
early 20s.
Oh, I was a kid. Never mind. I wouldn't have been able to give him advice, but if I could go back and give him advice, relationships are nice, but if you have a lot of like internal problems and like chronic loneliness, it's really not gonna help you.
Yeah.
Like it's just a band-aid over a bullet hole, to be honest.
See, that's the funny thing is everybody knew that, and they tried to tell him, but he never listened. That's the sad part.
Yeah. Yep.
Please help me, so I can help you one day. 4 days later, he described
Gotta
his
help
near
him,
encounter
Celeste.
with a lady at the Alderman Library. I
Gotta
was
give
playing
him your
Sudoku
love.
on my PSP, and I was listening in on this conversation between a couple of cute ladies just to my right. I've enjoyed just listening to them talk about their things. I will not divulge any details, because I am the man who will keep a secret. Plus, I don't know all the details. Anyway, after one of the two left, the gal that stayed sitting next to me talked on her cell in what sounded like Dutch or German. It was the perfect opening for a conversation towards making a new gal pal. I had it in my head.
Oh, by the way, he calls all females that are friends with him gal pals. Just a fun little thing there. Good luck. Thank you, Dev. I appreciate it.
Pardon me, I couldn't help but overhear you chat on your phone. But was that Dutch or German you were speaking? I had the nerve set up. I was raring to say it. But when I started to say it, the tension and my shyness and my autism choked me, literally. I could not even open my mouth to say anything. And she left. I'm kicking myself now. Anyway, that is how shy I am. I'm so shy that I just freeze or choke upon starting to talk to a new girl I don't know yet. Through his Facebook updates, it was revealed that he regularly attended Grace Baptist Church in Charlottesville. Since Chris was told that Lori Lopez was going to go out with Joshua Martinez instead of Chris, he edited the ED page in order to convince the trolls to ruin Joshua's reputation instead. Look, pal, if you really want to take down someone who has a reputation, consider one Joshua Martinez. Ladies come a-running from at least as far as New York City to his house in Dyke, Virginia. Not just any ladies, but stars like Megan Fox, Jessica Alba, Jessica Biel, Jessica Simpson.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
my goodness.
He
This
believed-
is ridiculous.
He believed he was talking to somebody that actually was friends with all of these people, and he believed that this person was going to get him a date with one of these girls. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. My guy, he needs a date with the psych ward.
Oh,
No offense.
damn. Sonichu,
Maybe not
yes,
the psych ward.
chat.
That's too mean. He needs a.
I don't think that's mean enough.
I think. maybe. Maybe. Look, I'm trying not to laugh. I feel really bad for this guy. At least like this early, 2000s version of him.
That's very fair. That's very, very fair. I mean, like, you're gonna stop feeling bad for him really quickly, though. That's the problem.
And plenty other whores.
Oh yeah, no
He
doubt.
also has been piggybacking on the stardom of Vanessa Hudgens, singing with her in her Latino albums, and starring with her in various HBO movies, and even worse, Transformers 2. He has her and some other gal named Brittany for both of his simultaneous girlfriends. Dual marriage in the works here. He's a more lucky SOB than I can ever surmount to. Ruin his reputation.
See, the guy's Chris is like, oh, this guy's way more famous than me, so you should ruin his reputation because he deserves it, and I don't.
Joshua Martinez. P.S. You did not hear this whole thing from me. The editors of the page didn't bite. In March, becoming increasingly troubled at all the attention Chris has been receiving, Megan requested that he take down all references to her on the internet. However, it was too late. She discovered that she came for quick pick and recognized the woman in it to be herself and confronted Chris. I didn't realize how much of an a-hole I could have been. I was caught up in the rage from that weekend in November when I did that. I couldn't even see straight, but I have done what I should have done long ago. Inform AOL, as well as other places on the web who can take down offensive websites and pages. I've really shot myself in the foot, and I am sorry. Not only am I mad at myself for being such a complete enraged a-hole, but my rage against those jerks who put that page up in the first place arose with greater flame because my closest friend got hurt emotionally. That's you. I will see to that website's demise, or my name isn't Christian Weston Chandler. Megan, I'm sorry for hurting you. 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 Thinking that repeating that phrase was enough recompense for Megan,
gosh.
his next email focused on his investigation on who took the picture of him at the game place, launching this entire campaign of hate against him. In response, Megan wrote about her shock concerning her depiction. I'm very much scarred by that image, and it will never leave.
A very
me.
accurate,
I
like,
can't decide
representation
what's
of what
worse,
I feel like
the image
most
in
women would
general,
feel.
or the fact you
I'm very
intentionally
scarred
drew
by
it
this
and gave
image.
it to the webmaster for that site that you hate so much. Not only have you poured gas on the fire by doing that, adding obscenity to the already horrific site, but you have also embarrassed and humiliated me, and degraded and demeaned me, whether you realize it or not. Okay, well look, I'm unsure how I feel and what to do, so here's what I think. I'd like for you to just completely leave me alone for a while, until I can sort things out myself. You understand? It's not like I hate you, but I don't see you in the same light anymore, so just leave me be for a while. Let me try to recuperate with my few other friends, and maybe we can just start from scratch sometime. Maybe, I don't know.
I'm going to tell you, she is extremely nice to him. Because I feel like most women, if they saw that one of their friends drew them in a sexual manner without consent, some of them probably would go to the police. But this one was like, maybe we could be friends again if you leave me alone for a while.
Honestly, I would have dropped him because it's just clear that he needs psychological help.
Yeah.
And egging him on that way is just, it's not gonna it doesn't do him any favors.
No, it's not a good idea. 100%.
No, just depends on how I feel, okay? So please, let me be, and let me see how it goes, okay? Completely misunderstanding her point, Chris thought that the drawing upset her so...
Okay, so this part's really funny, because he's going to misunderstand completely why she's upset with him.
Oh boy.
Because she was naive about sex, and didn't truly understand what was being depicted, ironically revealing his own ignorance regarding sex. You may or may not have had much exposure to sexual images as I've had, so the idea of a hand job, which was the act drawn there as part of outercourse versus intercourse, was a surprise to you. I'm sorry. If it helps put things into perspective, I can recommend finding information on the internet through this educational website I found through adameve.com, or I recommend renting The 40-Year-Old Virgin. That
He
movie
recommends to her the
talks some of
40-year-old
shit
version.
around sex, and how it can really frustrate an older virgin who hasn't had the pleasure yet. Or I can loan you my copy of The 40-Year-Old Virgin. The point is, allowing yourself more exposure to sex acts to make yourself feel more comfortable with that fact of life. In addition,
I just want to
he
know where
defended
his
his
pastor
actions.
was this entire time in this guy's life. Like, where?
You'll figure that out because, like, I think it's this episode where the pastor finds out that he put all this stuff on the internet. I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
my goodness.
Pretty sure, because he is part of like a parish of some kind.
Yeah.
As for the drawings, while I have shoved the text information down your throat in an attempt to drown them in submission,
It's a very nice
there
way
are
of,
too many
of,
images
of saying that to a woman.
penises. Ugh, on
Yeah,
there.
really kind. I
I
would
drew
be
drawings
so
promoting
receptive to that.
vaginas to go against
Freaking
those
clown.
dickheads. I did the drawing of Sonichu f***ing Rosechu. I did the drawing of Bubbles getting it for Black Sonichu. I had the idea of pairing them up in the comic book anyway. I did the drawings of Angelica and Mary Lee Walsh, that witch hag, masturbating. And I did draw...
Again, Mary Lee Walsh is the dean from his college that told him he could not have a sex ad, essentially, on the campus. And he has decided to depict her in this way. That is how fucked up it is.
The drawing of
Yeah,
me giving you
the-
a hand job
this guy-
from among my adult fantasies, with your eyes censored to conceal your identity. It was a massive
She's
step
retired?
outside
Yeah,
of my
she is retired
boundaries,
now.
And I did it out of anger, and I regret having done it. And I'm really, really sorry. But we all do things in the heat of anger, and or out of our boundaries, that we end up regretting later. He proceeded to remove all references to Megan from the ED page, including replacing the lewd drawing of her with a close-up of her groin. By Christian's reasoning, this succeeded in masking the true identity of the woman in question, even though everyone apart from Chris and Megan still assumed it to be his hypothetical sister. He also felt it appropriate to upload the cover of his fictitious PlayStation game, Christian Weston Chandler's Adult Chronicles. Megan understandably took issue with his latest development. Okay, so instead of removing that one completely, you just enlarged my crotch. Thanks a lot. Why didn't you just remove it? Well, I'm sorry, but that just makes me more angry in a way. It's not that actual sex act that traumatizes me. It's the fact that you fantasize doing such things to me when you know I would never. It's like, how do I know you're not going to abduct me and such? That was a figure of speech. You know what I mean? It creeps me out you have such thoughts about me. It's like you're stalking me, so you really need to back off. P.S. I think it's rather amusing how you complain of these people defiling you. Yes, many posts are ridiculous, but you have defiled Mary Lee Walsh and our wonderful security officers.
She picked up
who are
really
simply
quickly
doing their
the
job.
hypocrisy.
Then you defiled me and lied about it. You need to stop with this mindset that the whole world's against you and start taking some responsibility for once.
Yeah, and
Example,
I
it's wrong to
actually
hate-
wanted to say, like, I don't have autism. I don't really have, like, a mental...
That's good.
I won't say
Don't get
disorder.
it. Don't get it.
No, I mean, I don't know if I have a choice, but no, I think, like, there's only so far that you can use that as an excuse to be, like, a terrible person. Like,
I agree.
you might have a little more grace, but, like, ultimately, yeah, what he has done is he tries to play the victim, but he himself has done all of these things. And assuming he's an adult, like, his parents failed him.
Oh, yeah. His parents
and the
basically
people around
encouraged him.
failed him. Yeah, so it's disgusting. Even if it gets worse from here on out, I'd still feel bad for him, but at the same time, it's like, you need to be accountable no matter what kind of condition you might have.
Yeah,
But
fair enough. I feel dirty hearing this. If I didn't have work in the morning, I'd definitely go to church after this. Do y'all think a long shower will do? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Chat, I'm kind of desensitized to this because I've listened to this stuff before and I've seen worse. I've seen worse on the internet. Chris Chan, believe it or not, is not that bad.
hate these people when you broke the rule by soliciting/loitering. Hey, at least they're doing their job, and I support that. In an attempt to find a resolution to the issue, Chris sent an email to the Wikimedia Foundation asking if it were possible for them to take down the page due to the culture of bullying it produced, only to be told that Encyclopedia Dramatica was not part of Wikimedia and thus they were helpless in the matter. Chris once again emailed Megan berating ED, upset that the authors of the page assumed that the woman was his imaginary sister, who shared the name of his imaginary daughter, hence theorizing that Christian wanted to impregnate his mother so he could successfully have intercourse with his daughter, who was also his sister. He also revealed...
Yeah. That's the fucked up idea that people had. Need a holy water shower? Yes.
That drawing that image may have in fact prevented something even more heinous. As for the drawing itself, I realized that it was done not only out of inspired fantasy, angst against ED, and love for you, but also a major release for my crazy, mixed up hormones. If I didn't have the foresight to put my pent up frustrations and feelings in the form of something, I might have become an abusive maniac. So thank God for allowing me to release my bottled up frustrations.
God
in more
wouldn't allow you to
positive,
do.
yet
Well,
not
no,
so
He would allow
politically
you.
correct.
God
But
allows people to do a
that's
lot of
not-
evil things. That's
Yeah. I feel so sick to my stomach that he would even mention God
mhm.
like this. Cause yeah, you at the end of the day, yeah, you can do whatever you want, but God is not looking at you with a smile for doing all of this.
No,
He
I
would
agree.
have much preferred that you, I don't know, someone should have sent him to a monastery or something. At this point, just reading all of this.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that for sure. Double-edged sword of free will? Yes, pretty much.
And not physically hurting others method. He insisted that if they ignore the webpage, the trolls would lose interest and forget about them. In the meantime, disgusted by everyone accusing him of having incestuous desires, Chris made it explicitly clear that the woman in the drawing was in fact his friend Megan, editing the phrase.
Oh yeah, so like everybody on the ED page assumed that it was just a fictitious sister that he had drawn. He decided to make it worse by telling everybody, "Oh no, that was my friend that I drew." Thus telling everybody that it was actually a real woman. He could have gotten away with saying, just letting them assume it was a fictitious person, but he didn't do that.
Pictures of himself having sex with his imaginary twin sister, to drawn pictures of himself having sex with his lost sailor soldier, Megan, who dumped his sorry ass for drawing the pic of him f***ing her. She never even had any inkling of interest in him. What a intolerable, sad sack loser. But there was nothing more he could do to save their relationship. By the end of April, Megan had severed all ties with Chris. As a result of his adoration for her, he had created a veritable shrine for Megan, comprised of her own drawings that she gave him, figurines, pictures, and other media which were inspired by his desire for her. Over the coming years, the shrine slowly dissipated. As an expression of humility, he uploaded an image gallery called, "You Know What? I Hate Me Too," onto his ED page, which comprised of a selection of images from his comics, wherein he depicted himself getting beaten up, downtrodden, and looking unflattering. What's more, the pastor at his church discovered his online activities and subsequently expelled Christian from Grace Baptist Church, but he soon found refuge in Wesley Memorial United Methodist Church.
He got into another church.
Not the Methodist
Michael
church,
Snyder,
not the
manager of the
Methodist
game
church.
place, banned Chris from the store for 2 weeks, most likely due to his frequent outbursts of racism towards the African American children and the temper tantrums he threw whenever he lost, which eventually resulted in an overall drop in patronage.
Yeah, he might have resulted in this business losing business because of him being racist towards black people.
Sorry.
Oh.
In May,
Don't apologize, it's
seemingly moving on
amazing.
from the events of the previous 2 months, Chris uploaded a
sneeze?
gallery of photos
Oh,
onto
well,
the Adult Swim
sorry, I
message
thought you were
boards
laughing.
of his Rock Band guitar controller, which he custom painted in the theme of the cartoon character Meatwad from the Adult Swim show Aqua Teen Hunger Force. On May 11th, he was officially baptized at the Wesley United Methodist Church. In June, troubles with Chris at the game place escalated to the point that Michael Snyder permanently banned him from the establishment. In retaliation, Christian called over his parents, so Snyder called the police, as he was well within his rights to refuse service to anyone he saw fit. After this expulsion, the only form of regular social interaction he had left were his church activities. On June 25th, Brittany, who was someone who had become aware of Christian's antics online, wrote a lengthy email addressed to him in the hopes of convincing him to change his ways and move beyond always using his autism as a crutch. In August, Chris sent an email to someone he knew from the game place, letting him know that he had sent a letter of apology to Michael Snyder, but to no avail. In early August, Christian uploaded another video addressing the trolls who were dragging his name through the mud and blamed ED for the end of his relationship with Megan, threatening to cease publication of the upcoming.
See, it's not
He only has
his
himself to
fault.
blame, honestly.
Yeah, it's not his fault that he uploaded that picture of him that he drew.
From MommaOcco.
But
Wolfsbane sent $5 for more hats. Oh, I've heard and seen worse. I've been on the internet consistently since 2008. But hearing from a calm voice explain this is just cringe to hear.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Sonichu issue 7 until the page was taken down. Throughout the video, he uses his glasses and hands for cartoon-like theatrics to dramatically emphasize his message.
Citizens of the internet, I present an open message to each and every one of you. Y'all should know me by now, but if you don't, I am Christian Weston Chandler.
He also had this weird complex thinking he was way more famous than he actually was because he saw the trolls and he assumed that they were just fans that wanted more comics. And so he would try and reason with them saying, listen, I'm going to bring more comics. You're going to see more comics. But they didn't want that. They just wanted to mess with him. And so it took him a while to figure out that he really didn't have as many fans as he thought. He thought he had a lot of fans, even though he had only drawn like 1 or 2 comics at this point.
The original creator
No, this guy's just getting
of
trolled.
Sonichu, the electric hedgehog
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon, back on March 17th, 2000. Any dates earlier are void. I have a whole bunch of people on the internet give me hate. Show me a lot of hate. And I do not appreciate it. Takes me off. Y'all think I'm just a sap, a chump, dumbass, whatever you may think. But you know what? You, every last one of you who has expressed hate against me, you're the shitheads.
He once again reiterates that he is not a homosexual.
Oh my
Every
gosh.
one of you who thinks I'm homo and calls me that because I am not, I'm straight. I'm straight. You're the homos. Every last one of you.
Nor is he a
I'm not
pedophile.
gay. You are
A
gay.
fork. You dorks.
He
Very
expresses
mature.
his disgust for the pornographic images others have uploaded to the ED page, stating that he prefers vaginas, referring to them by the euphemism China.
The hatred I'm getting from every last one of you who has
Yeah.
contributed to that Encyclopedia Dramatica webpage. And every other forum, internet document, lewdly drawn pictures with dicks.
He really does not like saying dick.
I love dykes. Dykes. China. I'm straight. If I see a dick, I just look away with a moment of being freaked out.
It's very accurate for a
He
straight
confirms
man.
once and for all that the woman pictured in She Came for Quick is Megan.
And by the way, that is not Crystal, whose eyes are censored. That is Megan. And just for taking it up and twisting it around as such.
He describes his
Do
simple
you think him
wholesome
and
wish for the
Donald Trump
future.
would be friends since
Um,
he said
Do
China?
find
No, he actually
the one
hates
that is
Trump.
to be my sweetheart.
Sag.
I will give her such care.
He voted for Hillary.
Such tenderness, such love.
Oh
We
lord.
get around
Yeah.
hanky panky, that's fine. That's good. We get married.
Because she's a woman, that's
I
why.
will have my God called daughter. She will be taken care of lovingly. Those of you who mock me otherwise with such frivolous, lucrative adultery, if I ever hear any more new stuff, it will weigh on your conscience with me tearing at your souls.
The weight on your conscience will be made.
emotionally.
I gotta stop.
Oh, you're good.
I'll leave you with any other thoughts that you may have. But if you dare twist these words around, that will weigh worse on your conscience. The words that I provide from sound mind and heart
Sound mind. Hey
it will
yo.
weigh heavily on you.
Hey, if he's sound of mind, I must be a saint.
You think so?
Bro, I just, you know, I never knew the Lululand was so close, but so far because I don't watch this guy at all.
Yeah.
Hmm. Is Christian the Antichrist?
Some people think he is because he calls himself the new Christ. Unironically.
He's an Antichrist, but he is not the Antichrist.
That's, you know what? You're probably right on that. Probably right on the money.
It will weigh heavily on you.
2 days later, the Christian page was declared Article of the Now on Encyclopedia Dramatica. The following day, Chris emailed Bill O'Reilly from Fox News, Dateline NBC, and NBC Nightly News about his conflict with Encyclopedia Dramatica, apparently for the second time. I wish to re-report the heinous webpage of worst levels of mockery against me. This webpage has been haunting me since it originated around Halloween 2007. He implicated Jason Kendrick Howell as the creator of the page, declaring him the head troll, and directed the majority of his hatred towards him. He also recorded another video, urging fans of Sonichu to help take down the ED page, under the impression that he had more fans than he actually did.
Attention, all Sonichu fans on the internet who do not hate me, Christian Weston Chandler. For I
Who
have
don't
an
hate
important
me.
message for y'all.
Yeah, it's just like,
If
what do you
y'all would
mean?
actually like me to bring up new
That don't
stuff
make
for
no
Sonichu
sense.
and conclude the stories, you can
I
do so
just-
by having that.
gosh.
What? Say what you're thinking.
Yeah, his fans who don't hate him, they wouldn't be fans, my guy.
No.
We
No.
call them haters.
Well, I think that there is also like this thought is like, oh, maybe they like the comic, but they just hate me.
Oh, that's fair, but I guess in reference to what he said, then they wouldn't be fans of the comic. They would be haters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's the way I kind of perceive what he's trying to say.
Encyclopedia Dramatica page taken down so that I can feel more comfortable in drawing and coloring the comics that y'all have grown to love. If you want to send all your complaints for me not doing the work that I should be doing,
Oh
you
yeah,
can-
he starts telling people I'm not going to draw until they. He starts basically trying to blackmail people into saying you won't get the comic you want until you get that page taken down.
send every last complaint
Mm.
to the one called Jason Kendrick Howell, also known as How Games or Liquid Snake. For he is, and I quote in an email he sent me, the creator of the Encyclopedia Dramatica ED page for me.
He urges everyone to send their hate to Kendrick Howell.
And that's for you, Jason Kendrick Howell. As sure as I am to get at least 1 ounce of vagina, I have your number,
Huh?
and you're going down.
2 days later, he celebrated the apparent fall of
Yeah.
ED. In
Oh
reality, the
my
website was
gosh.
experiencing frequent outages and slow load times due to the increased site popularity.
Ladies and gentlemen on the internet, to all the Sonichu fans, I am pleased to announce that the Encyclopedia Dramatica, not only the webpage, but the whole freaking website's going down. And to make sure it definitely goes down and stays down, do not donate any money to that website. Especially if you want to see the more adventures of Sonichu that I am conjuring up in my mind and drawing up.
As a reward for all the hard work his fandom had put in, he previewed unfinished drawings of a joke referencing the cartoon series Family Guy to be featured in Sonichu issue 7.
TV-14, just for the sketch, just like the Family Guy show. Let's go, Ghostbusters! Let's go! Let's go!
Oh
Let's
my
go!
gosh.
Let's go, Ghostbusters! Let's go!
He also inserted references to the 1986 Filmation animated series Ghostbusters, unrelated to the Columbia Pictures movie franchise, nor its subsequent animated adaptation, The Real Ghostbusters.
So classic.
Bacon and sauce.
Through some email exchanges, Christian found an acquaintance in Robert Simmons V, who was in fact an anti-troll who gained Chris's trust by supporting his actions and creating a persona that possessed similar personality traits. He even resorted to filming videos announcing his support for Chris and his love for Sonichu, all while touting a yellow-colored Sonic necklace.
Good evening, citizens of YouTube. I must be quiet because it's at night. I don't want to wake up my parents, so please forgive me for not talking loud, and I hope all you can hear me.
In an
The
email
Sailor
dated
Moon
August
poster in the
12th,
back
Chris
is
confided
wild.
in Robert and confessed his adoration for Meg Griffin from Family Guy. She is not
Oh
ugly.
my
She has
gosh.
always been a beautiful catch in my eyes. I just do not understand how anyone would see Megan as ugly. And I feel it is very pitiful.
I don't
that
think he.
Seth MacFarlane-
Okay, have you ever seen any of Family Guy?
Yeah, I used
Okay.
to when I was younger on Adult Swim.
It's my understanding that Meg is just like the punching bag of everybody. So like,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
and he doesn't understand that. He just sees a girl and he's like, "Oh, she looks cute. I don't know why people hate her." She's like, they don't hate her. She's just a punching bag. She's there to make fun of, and he
Mhm.
quite ironic on my personal
I think
opinion.
I think there was like one episode where like it even showed her like in the future becoming like trans or something. Like a trans
Really?
man. I believe. Hold on, let me not speak out of a box here.
That's funny if true. While you look.
I don't know. It was like she. Yeah, I'll look for it, but you can continue. Let me see if I find it.
would make her the punching bag of most everyone else on the show, when clearly she does not deserve such torturous punishment. I am in the same boat as she is, if you think about it. I'm the punching bag of the jerks on ED who are getting their heinous lulls, a rehash of lol, meaning laugh out loud. But in my opinion, lulls means laughs under lucricities, which is obviously not good. He also admitted Robert into his elite list of men whom he does not hate. 3 days later, he recorded and uploaded another video addressed to his supposed fanbase, conceding that Encyclopedia Dramatica has not fallen.
This is an official update to all the loyal Sonichu fans on the internet and everywhere else. Well, first off, while the Encyclopedia Dramatica page, the whole website, they did manage to get their ill-gotten money, but I say, screw them. In the
Goodness.
hair. So anyway,
He addresses the scheme trolls had to steal his Sonichu medallion.
well, I have been hearing the rumor of the medallion stealing. As you can see, it's still on me, man. Ain't nobody gonna get it off me, cause more security measures have been taken. This one might be the real one, this one might be the false one. How are you to know?
The evil medallion.
Your own understanding.
Chris implores his fans to contact Nintendo and Sega about producing Sonichu-related merchandise.
What you can do to see all this in fruition and officially approved distribution, you go to Nintendo.com. If you have an account, or if you don't have an account, you get yourself signed up for free. Talk about Sonichu. Build up more hype in their forums everywhere. Send them emails requesting that
What's up,
they
Jazz?
bring them to fruition. They talk to me personally about bringing all that to fruition. Send them the emails, handwritten letters to their official building in Seattle, Washington. Let Nintendo and Sega know about the hype. Send them your personal requests and everywhere. Tell them to talk to me. They both, Nintendo of America and Sega of America, they know my address and my phone number. They have it in their systems. So talk to them, have them talk to me. Bring the Sonichu idea to fruition. And there's the update for now. Thank you for listening.
His ambitious plans activated the imagination of one J.K. Productions, who launched their own blog documenting the supposed development of their own Sonichu the game. Chris gave them his full support, unknowingly endorsing an elaborate ruse, with JK being a common acronym for just kidding.
That's how dumb he is,
On
by the way.
August 18th, Bob wrote a letter for Chris. In stark contrast
Even
to the
a-
one he had written
even a
during
bag of
Christian's
rocks
early childhood,
has more
this was
intelligence,
much
I
more brief,
suppose.
but nevertheless, still hopeful and optimistic about Chris's future. Dear Christian, at this time in life, you and Sonichu need a quest and purpose in life. Let Sonichu become a champion for autistic persons everywhere and continually defeat the perils of autism. Sonichu could become the spokesperson for autistic persons, with an ongoing fight for them in chapter after chapter, or good deeds on the internet.
Unironically, so his dad was actually the closest there was to having like a voice of reason, and sadly he passed away really quickly.
Oh.
Yeah, like in the early 2010s, I want to say his dad passed away from heart failure.
Oh.
And after his dad passed away, everything went completely and horribly downhill. It was extremely sad.
Yeah.
But
How close was he to his dad?
he was really close to his dad and his mom. Even closer to his mom, unfortunately. But
yeah, in the way that it's very unfortunate.
yeah, but yeah, like this letter that he gave is a pretty good letter. It's just like you should turn the comic into like if he turned it into a fight or a comic where it like talked about autistic struggles, I think that would be pretty cool. But he didn't do that. He didn't do that.
He could become the spokesperson from now on. You and Sonichu could become famous worldwide. On August 19th, a 3-member group created an online female persona by the name of Blanca Weiss, whose name was derived from the Spanish and German words for white. According to her story, she was working on her own comic book and created her own character called Jigglyami, a singing Pokemon based on Jigglypuff. She relayed this information to Christian via email and encouraged him to have her featured in a future Sonichu issue. Chris was beyond impressed with her and later made a full-body colored drawing of Jigglyami, which she wanted to send to her home address, but she declined. In order to gain her trust, Christian talked about himself, copying and pasting large sections from his various social media accounts. In return, the troll sent him this photograph as evidence of the veracity of her character, and talked more about her backstory. Chris admitted that she was growing on him. By the next day, he was already working on a scene in the comic starring Jigglyami. Blanca retorted with the lyrics for a song meant to be performed by Jigglyami. He let her know that he was almost finished Sonichu issue 7, and that he would feature Blanca and Robert Simmons in special interview segments. Chris mentioned that he helped Robert overcome some problems regarding his own love quest, such as abandoning the idea of an attraction sign. I later realized that a sign made me look retarded, so I stopped long time ago. I suggested that he try to put himself in the center of an open area and try some Axe body spray, he stated, under the impression that Axe body spray would have the same result as is demonstrated in their infamous ad campaign. The only thing about him that I feel different
think
about
the opposite would
his
happen,
version
honestly.
of my medallion. I don't know how to describe the way I
yeah,
feel about it,
I do
but
have
from
to
looking
ask,
at
have
it-
you ever like met somebody that uses Axe body spray?
Oh my gosh. In high school, dude, the guys thought that was like, this is how I'm gonna get the chicks. Instead of just, having better hygiene, it was gross. It was like people like that were made fun of all the time in like high school for that stuff. Ugh. So
But
full of
I'm
themselves.
like, oh yeah, or oh my god. I think you can understand, but please do not tell him that I said that. Sonichu issue 7 picks up where issue 6 left off, with Chris and Megan on the basketball court, chatting with Bionic, who thanks Megan for setting him up with Magaji. Bionic and Magaji's displays of affection almost bring Christian to
yeah,
tears.
so this is your first time kind of seeing the drawing style of Christian.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen this before, but
Yeah.
not sure.
So,
Oof.
what do you...
Somebody join?
Did we get...
Invasion.
Oh, hello.
Oh, the manager dude is here. It's over.
What y'all
It's over.
doing? Is this a stream? We streaming?
We are, yes. We're,
We
Oh,
are,
hello,
yes.
chat. Sorry, I can't say the funny words I wanted to call Celeste.
we're doing a
What did I
special...
do?
We're doing a special viewing. You can come back in about 45 minutes, though.
Oh, okay. Ow. Oh my god! No!
What?
Ah, I'm getting out of here! No! My concentrating into Christian! Ah!
We'll continue.
Oh my
Years, because it
gosh.
reminds him of
This
his
guy
loneliness
lost
and
it.
virginity, but is
That's so
comforted by
funny.
Megan. They ask Magi-chan and
just
Sonichu
lost
about
it.
pinpointing the location of the
I'll
Sonichu
force them back
balls,
in after you
which
leave.
by now are being referred to as Sonichu crystals, due to numerous comments made by trolls highlighting the homoerotic nuance of the term balls. The purpose and abilities of the aforementioned crystals are yet to be revealed. They determine that one crystal might have been lost in the past, and if they found the one who touched it last, they would know where to find it. Magi-chan realizes that at the exact instance when Chris thought up Bionic the Hedgehog in 1996, he was hit in the head by what he thought was a basketball, but it was actually a Sonichu crystal. Christian randomly transitions into a Family Guy-style sketch and gives Seth MacFarlane full permission to implement this idea in a future episode of Family Guy. The sketch in question is the one that was previewed in a video in which Chris, stylized as Family Guy's Peter Griffin, is incorporated into the setting of Filmation's Ghostbusters cartoon. Ironically, his witty reimagining of himself bears far more.
Okay. You've
He's
got
got beautiful homophobia.
you got the fat version of Chris, and then you got the version of Chris that he likes to portray himself as. Oh, it's so beautiful.
More resemblance to his actual appearance than his official comic book persona. Magi-chan says that he can bring Chris and Sonichu back to 1996 to retrieve the crystal, so he encapsulates the three into a time sphere that brings them back to Chris's time in Manchester High School. Current-day Chris happens upon 14-year-old Chris, who has a conversation with Joseph Herring, depicted as having an acne-ridden face, despite all known photos showing him clear-skinned and handsome. Chris is hit in the head by the crystal, and Sonichu discreetly catches it, avoiding any possible temporal tampering. Beavis and Butthead is also briefly referenced. They proceed to bring the crystal back to the present day, but the time sphere abruptly stops, flinging Chris out of it. Magi-chan comes to the conclusion that Chris is lost. Shenhui stopped. The crystal's power made him able to pass through my sphere. The crystals activated like rockets upon his friction from the stop, and he was propelled into the void of time. There was nothing we...
Wolf's Pain discovered Mom has milkers and gave $5. Bull came and left like he was yogurt in space form. What a world. What a world. Ah.
Have you ever watched Spaceballs before?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I don't even know
it's
what
so
that is.
good. Spaceballs is basically if you took Star Wars and made a parody of it. It's beautiful. And they were able to make it because they were told that they could do it if they didn't do merchandise. So they made a movie that was basically a ripoff of Star Wars. And it was beautiful. That was funny. Thank you, chat.
We can do for him right now. All we can do is wait for a time warp to pen, and if I sense his presence at that moment, there is a chance I can go in and retrieve him. The time warp may open at any random time in the future. Christian's self-imposed exclusion from the storyline was in order to satisfy the many people online telling him that the Sonichu comics primarily focused on Chris rather than the eponymous hero. Sonichu informs Rosechu of the situation, stating that he will survive and will be in a sense watching over them like God. They embrace, with Chris depicting Rosechu's panties under her skirt, in order to defy all claims that he is a homosexual.
Oh, he even tries to draw a really bad camel toe. No. Oh, that's so bad.
Oh my goodness.
That is so bad. I forgot about that. Holy shit.
Chris
We got 10 minutes left.
2 crystals into his hands, which cause his mind to flood with memories from his recent real-life past, which clash with the thoughts of the comic book Chris, drawing the episode to a close. The comic segues into a special section devoted to the goings-on of the KCWC radio station, hosted by DJ Jamster Sonichu and his girlfriend, Lalisa Rosechu. He interviews Gigliami and her cute manager Blanca. Gigliami is portrayed with a medallion bearing her own likeness around her neck. Lalisa then conducts an in-depth interview with Robert Simmons V, who is said to resemble Chris in many ways. On the day issue 7 was released, Christian finished drawing the cover for the Spring Break Special Issue 8, which he sent to Blanca. For this issue, he changed the name of the comic to Rosechu. Towards the end of August, Evan Christopher George uploaded a Sonichu-related creation which he called Seamanchu, which, according to his official biography, was originally a
Did I hear that
Pikachu
right?
that was raised by...
No, you heard that right. Technically, it's supposed to be Simon Chu, but it's pronounced Seaman Chu. You heard it right. You 100% heard it right. It was a troll, so it makes a lot more sense when it's when you know it's a troll that's doing that.
A swarm of Pokemon called Beedrill. Despite the drills in lieu of hands design bearing resemblance to that of Beedrill, the character's name, red goggles, and drills are derived from semen as seen in the anime series Gurren Lagann. Evan decided to email his creation to Chris in the hopes of being included in a future issue of Sonichu. However, Chris rejected the idea, instead adapting the character into a new ground bug-type female creation called Simonla Rosechew, mistaking Simonchu's goggles for infrared eyelids and his cape for a shell. 2 days later, Christian uploaded a video describing his role in the development of the Sonichu video game by JK Productions, still under the impression that it was a legitimate organization.
Alright, well, first off, I am going to give y'all some talk as suggested by my associates who are on the Sonichu game that's in development. I'm still thinking about the story very much. I got a big chunk of the stories in my head. It's gonna be like multiple stories, like, you know, we'll go through multiple characters, all the original Sonichu and Rosechew hedgehogs. Once we get the game project off the ground, hopefully with the assistance of Nintendo of America and Sega of America, there will definitely be the release of the official Sonichu merchant.
This is Pain. Well, Temp, once Celeste has to go, I'm forcing you to come in here next for the next episode.
Dice, including officially released and distributed, manufactured medallions for one thing. Copies of my CWC on TV DVD that you've seen only a few bits of on the YouTube and such, and as well as possible Sonichu action figures.
He mentions that the Sonichu comic will once again be focused on Sonichu, and that Chris will eventually return, only to retire as mayor of Quickville and give himself a smaller role in the story. He then continues to elaborate on the storyline of the game.
And then we go on to Bubbles. Everybody love Bubbles? Bubbles is the bubbly one! Anyway, yeah. She'll get more wet. I mean, all the hedgehogs will go through.
Oh my gosh.
All the same levels, except variation. Bubbles will be mostly be able to swim. Somewhat underwater versions of those levels. And a Jug, she'll be flying high, casting off wing attacks against the enemies in her story.
He reveals that Black Sonichu's name will change, possibly as a response to the backlash he had received due to the racial connotations of the name.
Also, for short, for Black Sonichu was Black Chew, I'm changing it. For his nickname, as it will be revealed in the upcoming Spring Break issue. Everybody have fun on Spring Break! He will prefer to be called Blake. Simply Blake.
Yeah, he had so there's Sonichu, who is the regular Sonichu. Then he has Black Sonichu, who is literally just Sonichu but black. So a lot of people said he was racist for doing that, which I kind of agree. I don't think he was intentionally. I don't think he was intentionally trying to be racist, but he was kind of being racist by doing that.
I mean, wouldn't the DEI people be happy? No? Maybe so. Diversity, equity, inclusion.
Maybe.
Or whatever the heck it is.
Maybe. Anyway, we got 2 minutes left. Then I'll get your opinions on me. Overall.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Blake's farting around with Bubbles, but Bubbles likes to try to think that she can keep it to herself. Like, she has like ooh, she turned on by the dark side of the Force. And all the nuttiness that Blake will want to bring with him.
He talks about Blanca and her involvement in his personal and creative life.
It's nice to know that I actually do have a good gal pal that I've made over the internet recently, whose inspired character, she was inspired by me. Her inspired character I've given my full approval of and introduced in the comic I just uploaded to what is now can also be considered to be Sonichu.net. Nothing but net. Screw your com, I got the net. Yeah.
Oh.
And she herself is the original character of the new bubblegum pop star. Jigglyummy! Jigglyummy! Yeah. So, like, it's possible she may,
Chris Chan did blackface? Yes, Chris Chan did do blackface.
I don't have
unintentionally,
any future plans
though.
at this point, but, I think I'll feel better with my future set when I have my, sweethearts. So, thank you very much, every one of you, for your, patronage. And I hope you all have a pleasant day.
Christian's newfound infamy brought him much stress and hardship, with him hardly being able to cope with the constant barrage of trolling, getting ever more challenging to discern what was false and what was true, what was an advice and what was an insult. But he still had his principles, his dreams and ambitions, to see himself through the most trying period of his life.
So that was part 5 of the Chris Chan documentary. I have to ask, what do you think about it?
I'm gonna be really honest, like,
Go ahead.
I do feel bad for him, but at the same time, like, he did bring a lot of things upon himself.
He did. Mhm.
And I still don't fully, like, understand autism myself.
That's
I
fine.
didn't, like I told you earlier, I don't have it, but there just has to come a point where accountability and the people around you need to, like, help you more. And the fact that he should, in my opinion, he shouldn't have had a camera. He should not have had a YouTube channel. He should not just internet access revoked, because this is a, oh my gosh, my heart breaks for him, but at the same time, I'm disgusted with a lot of the things that I saw.
Yeah.
And I don't think having this, I don't want to say autism is a problem. Trying to find the words to say.
I hope
without,
not.
No, it's not a problem. I think autistic people are cool. They're very focused and dedicated, which a lot of people lack these days apparently. So, I know that he doesn't seem like a high functioning person to me. So whoever said that to him lied. Just seeing this, like, I see how it set the precedent for where he is now. And I'm not surprised at all. I'm really not surprised at all. And I think his church failed him. His parents definitely failed him. And he failed himself.
No, I
should have
agree.
just gone off the internet.
I think that because like Chris Chan likes to say, "Oh, I'm high functioning. I can participate. I can be in real, be with people," and it's just like he really shouldn't be. He really like should have look up the Fanta video. No, chat. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. That's not a good idea. I'm not going to terrorize you with more information tonight about him, but yeah, no, I think unfortunately.
Pray for him, honestly.
Prayers would definitely be nice. I don't know what he's doing right now. I know that he's making his medallions, cursing people with them.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, that is an episode of Chris Chan. I know you told me that you want to go to bed because you got an event tomorrow that you're going to get to. So I don't want to keep you like too long, but I hope that even though that was scary, that you kind of enjoyed that at least a little bit. I hope it was entertaining or educational.
I wouldn't say that it's to me it wasn't scary. It's just really sad. It's just it's extremely sad and just a little disturbing, sure. But it just reinforces the fact that some people shouldn't be on the internet because it just exposes who you really are. And sure, most people are trying not to dox themselves, but oh my gosh, this guy's a piece of work. Goodness gracious.
You don't say.
I need to dig deeper into this guy because I need to see how this ends. You said there were 80 episodes?
There's over 80 episodes, yes. So I can give you the playlist. I will give you the playlist right now. of the whole thing. And you can start, every episode is roughly 40 minutes long. It's an average of like 42 to 45 minutes long. And the last episode was episode 85.
Yeah, I would say, and I don't think my quote unquote innocence is ruined per se, but it just makes me want to become a better person to help people like this in the future. Because I can't help everyone, but as many people as I can help, hopefully avoid coming to this point in their lives, because man.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is I use Chris Chan as a good rubric for what not to do. I look at what Chris Chan does and I'm like, okay, how can I avoid that? What can I do to avoid being like that, basically?
Yeah, I hope there's less Christians in the world.
Unfortunately, there's not. Unfortunately.
Well,
Yeah.
now the medallion things make sense, and now I have more context as to where they came from and why people say avoid them like the plague. This guy has he's had demons in his life since a young age, and the internet only added more fuel to the fire. So I will not get one, and I feel bad for anybody who gets one.
Good. Definitely don't touch that.
Don't touch the medallion.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Don't touch that.
Well, I appreciate you sharing this with me. I know some people are like, why did you do that in the past like that?
It's a good documentary series.
It's pretty good, and I'm looking forward to actually going a little deeper myself in my spare time to keep watching.
All I will say is I can answer questions if you have them. All you need to listen before you come to me and ask me, do you do this? Just understand the answer is 9 times out of 10 going to be no. 9 times out of 10 you'll be like, do you do this? Like, no, absolutely not.
No, you're honestly, Akko, I know we haven't known each other very long, but you're like a really reasonable person. And you are not this guy in the slightest. I mean, maybe there's some things that I'm not aware of yet, but I think you're a pretty cool guy.
Some people would tell you that I'm an absolutely horrible person, so I appreciate that.
We all have our problems.
This is true.
Yeah.
We all have our devils that we're working with, so.
Alrighty, I'm gonna get running to bed, but thank you for bringing me on again. It was really fun, and
Sure.
I'll look forward to the next one.
Yeah, for sure. We don't necessarily need to do Chris Chan every single time. I want to like show you crazy stuff. I could choose another lol cow next time you want to like be terrified about internet culture, and slowly teach you.
Yeah. I'm excited.
All right.
Because I live on the rock. All right. I'll see you, Akko. Have a good night, and
Have
God
a good
bless
night.
you.
Have a good night. You have a good day tomorrow. All right, chat. Friends in the chat, now you're welcome to come in. You're welcome to come in. Oh, that was beautiful. That was great. Fantastic. I think she enjoyed it. I think she enjoyed it. She isn't immediately like blocking me off of Discord, so I think she liked it. At least a little bit.
That's good.
How are you going? How you doing, Tom?
Hot, tired, and pissed off.
I was gonna ask why, but I know why.
You know why. You can either show it, or I can show it on Dogwave tomorrow. But
Chat, Temp unfortunately was in the space of getting a new computer, and
case.
the case. Yeah, sure. And the computer case was broken a dead, basically.
It looked like it was punted.
Well, all I can tell you is that's what you get for ordering from Amazon sometimes.
Yep.
Rick Switch? No.
Oh. No,
No.
I don't have a Switch 2. And after what we talk about tomorrow, it may be a lot longer to get one than I anticipated.
Are we gonna talk about the used games?
We can talk about that tomorrow. I was gonna talk about the new tariffs.
Oh yeah, that too.
Tomorrow.
By the way, Jazz, you can come in too if you want to. We're gonna watch another episode, by the way, chat. We're on episode 6 now. I was playing Core Keeper. I feel really bad because I've been playing Core Keeper and I felt like I didn't do very good because I feel like that's a game I need to play with friends on call. Mizu invited me and I was like, I'll play in the background, and I realized I wasn't doing very good. I'll apologize and make it up to him later, but instead we're gonna play more Stellar Blade. Can I join the suffering? Yes, you can, Magma. You should have access to the friend chat, so should. You're a friend, so shouldn't leave Temp alone.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Hoi.
Hello. I love how you're just like off in the corner.
I mean,
I'm here.
hanging out with the Yippee.
You are. Oh gosh, there's multiple
You have a
times.
little Yippee face.
You need a Yippee, by the way.
Who, me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Everyone needs a yippee.
Shit, I didn't know we all had one.
Well, not everybody does have one, but I feel like since you're a regular on the stream, I need to get you one, because it's like every big streamer has like their stream like animal that some of their friends have.
Thing.
Yeah, and because the Yippee is mine, I need everybody to have
Rose
one.
got her skinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been using the Yippee for thumbnails, but that's been back and forth.
And fucking.
Well, my yippee is currently my PNG tube right now.
Yeah. I love how it talks.
I don't know, I imagine it was-
Catfish. Shit
What's
like
up, Temp?
Why are you at 200%?
I don't know, because I think you turned me, because I think I was speaking quietly the other day.
Put on his big boy pants today. Got his big boy voice on.
I have to
Woot.
leave Star Album for like 5 more minutes, maybe 10 more minutes ish.
Front left. Gloving up mechanics is always a pain.
Okay, so if I do this, you guys should only be able to see the picture-in-picture. That's one thing I kind of like about Brave is on Opera, I had to stream the whole screen, but in Brave, I can actually, just for you guys, show the picture-in-picture so that
That's nice.
I don't have to do that. I really like that. Before I do that, though, I should read some super chats because super chats have been ignored, and I promised people that I would read them. So I'm gonna read them a couple of them. I'm gonna read a couple of them if it's okay with you guys, and then we'll get.
Of course,
You're fine.
All right.
You're fine.
Ian for 10. It's been a while since my last super chat. Time to donate to the Ippy Fund. I appreciate that. C Celeste MP Force Watch Chris Chan, and here we go.
Do you actually have stream volume up? I do. Okay.
Oh goodness. Crendel Bundy again for 5 months. Maybe Chris is an evolved being. Evolved, but backwards. I need that, Chris. I need that. Fucking. Here, hold on. Let me find this.
It's like evolution, but just going
It's
backwards.
evolved, but backwards. Here, I'm gonna.
Felix English during.
We're just gonna do the PewDiePie thing here. I'm just gonna switch over to this for you, chat. Oh fuck! I didn't unmute it.
This is part 6, right?
We are on part 6. Yes.
Felix English during interviews. Felix English in his channel. It is evolving just backwards.
I need to use that. I need to use that. That is like a perfect thing to use for my channel. Just like, it's evolving, but backwards. It's perfect. I need to do that. We're going to do that. I have to like get that as a clip for my channel. So now I got to grab that. Deva for the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you. Heavenly Jester for 2 months. Chris Chan is one of the most documented persons to exist, maybe besides Jesus. I remember watching the arrest that happened in like 2024. I believe it was 2023. But yes, there was actually like footage of Chris Chan getting arrested. I need to rewatch that on my channel eventually. What I want to do is do like, I don't know if it's weekly, but I want to do this thing where I bring people on that don't know lolcows that well and show them lolcows, basically.
Well, I'm sure there's definitely a few I've never heard of.
For sure.
So many lolcows these days.
I bet. That's called devolution. No, I'm just going to call it evolving, but backwards. Let's see. Somebody gave 50. Yeah, it was Crundle Bundy who gave 50 gifted memberships. Thank you for the 50 gifted memberships. Very much appreciated. And then Deva for another 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Mr. Monkey for 5. Celestium. Sorry?
No, go ahead. Sorry. I'll tell when you're done.
Okay. Celestium isn't wrong. Would have made my own one-way trip to meet St. Paul if I was Christian. And then Overture Saint for 5. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Wait. Hey, wait.
No. Have you seen that meme?
Yes, I know that meme.
Wait.
I know that meme.
Wait.
I need to add that to my list as well. That's a good meme. Overture Saint again for 5. This guy's digging his own grave. Oh, my sweet summer gremlin. You don't know the extent of it. Yes, that was just the very beginning. The fact that she's going to listen to the entire thing now. I hope that she enjoys. She's going to come back to me and say, what the fuck have you exposed me to?
See, you doing Christian is like what Dom keeps pushing on people. I'm not going to say the name of it, but you know what it is.
What do you mean?
The Harry Potter thing.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Not really. Not really. Because unlike that, I feel like she was reciprocative.
Here, I will DM the name of it to both of you.
It's called Dirty Potter.
Oh, well.
Listen,
okay.
There's weirder things to talk about. Yeah, one of our friends tries to send us Dirty Potter, and it's whatever. Anyway. Chaos for 2. Akko, were you bored and decided to destroy Celeste? No.
Yes.
It was funny. All right. Now she's got something to gossip about. Mr. Monkey for 5. Christian is the type of guy to be told someone did his mom on Xbox and he'd ask them to go in detail. No.
Good God.
Oh gosh. Damn. And Fluffy for 2. I keep forgetting the charms are real. Yes. Devastator for 2. Do what now? An ounce of what? Yeah. Overture for 2. Will they reach the bottom tonight? Yes. And then K for 2. Why is this better written than quote unquote my eternal? Yes. Yes.
I failed this 50-50 8 times in a row now. What the hell?
Oh, we gotchaing over there or what?
What?
I say you doing some gotcha shit over there or what?
No, I'm playing Zomboid right here. I'm playing Zomboid and have a 50% chance to uninstall the suspension. And 8 times in a row, I have failed it.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So the suspension went from 90% condition to 38% condition.
Okay.
That is fucking pitiful luck, buddy. God damn.
Yeah.
From MommaOcco.
Yeah.
Project Libertad sent $5 for more hats. Which would you rather have? Anissa as a wife or wear a Sonichu medallion for at least half of your day for the rest of your life?
No. Oh, that's evil. Oh, I could not. I don't know what I would be able to say to that. Wear a Sonichu medallion or be married to Anissa Jamha?
Well, at least the medallion you only have to wear half the day.
Yeah, but the medallion still curses
The other half,
you.
you're fine.
The minute you put it on, it's too late.
Oh, okay. I assume the bit where they decided to specify half a day means you're only cursed for half the day.
No.
Oh, I don't know. Flip a coin. I don't know. Thank you for the 5, Project Libertad. Anyway, let's get started with episode 6. I'm going to be playing more Stellar Blade.
Before, when just as you started reading alerts, I just got a notification for 7 Days to Die, where they're doing their first Twitch drop, and it's a purple pimp hat that you can wear. Because that's what we need in this zombie apocalypse.
What was the name of that pimp from fucking Boonton?
Pimp named Slickback?
Yeah, I have a pimp named Slickback.
That's the one.
Oh, fuck. All right, let's start this.
So you still on wrap up in Stellar Blade right now, or what?
Yeah, I'm still wrapping up before continuing.
This way.
I'm just gonna do
the
his.
Nikkei event yet?
Huh?
You don't have to the Nikkei event yet?
No,
Or did
I'm
you
gonna do
finish
it later.
finding The tiers for the near stuff.
I'm gonna do that later.
Cool. Oh, just doing like side quests.
Yeah, I just want to do side quests right now. Eventually, we'll move on with the main story. I just want a side quest.
Fair enough.
Let's do.
Oh, my internet.
Towards the end of August 2008, hoping to further develop their relationship, Christian emailed Blanca asking about her opinion on pornography and admitted that
That's a great question to ask a woman when you're getting into a relationship.
Hey girl, what's your thoughts on pornography?
What do you think about this sex scene that I'm thinking about repeating?
Upload a video of herself.
That's like my opener whenever I'm doing like a blind date. So,
he also mentioned an alleged recent
pornography.
interaction with Megan.
As soon as I sit down,
If you recall, my gal pal, Megan Schroeder,
just light up a
This is
cigarette.
the
spy accent you gave it
she has
to.
forgiven me for my mistake. She is doing
Well,
well,
not just
and
that.
she has been going out with a volunteer fireman for about over a month now. Although I had her at I Love You when I lost her then, I can still be happy for her successes as
Let
a
me
true
pull up
friend.
chat real quick.
He
I
let
just remember the
Blanca
actual
know that he had
line
gotten
that
used
comes
to the
from.
existence of the Encyclopedia Dramatica
It was
page,
like,
but was still tormented
so pay
by
attention
the
or
images of a
pornography starring your
transgender
mother
rose
will be
Jew.
the 7th worst thing to happen to you today.
She is all
I'm thinking
woman. She was born
pornography
and
starring
still
mother.
has vagina and both ovaries.
God.
I would seriously really wish and like very much see all the dicked up images removed from the page and replaced with more accurate fan art of Rose Jew with vagina. Not only that, but it seriously ticked me when just after I found the page back in November 07, I
Lovely.
received in emails a few copies of those particular images. Then I distinctly, right to the point, straightforward told all the people that sent the image copies, as well as the people of the ED page, to remove their pickled images. Only if they would replace their dickheadedness
okay, this is
with
gonna
honest,
be a fun
God-blessed
chance.
images of Rose Chew with vagina and absolutely no friggin' penis.
Vagina.
Blanca revealed that their
Vagina.
relationship was in
Vagina.
fact growing stronger and sent the following photo to Chris to further persuade him of her genuineness.
Oh
This
god,
convinced
this
him
is
to
too
provide
much.
her with his home phone number. Christian also informed her of his scheme to combat images of Rose Chew with a penis by making his own sexual drawings of a truly female Rose Chew. Blanca then encouraged him to proclaim his intentions in a YouTube video. On September 2nd, 2008, in order to replace the sexual imagery of which he disapproved, Christian uploaded 9 nude drawings of Rose Chew in a variety of sexual situations.
Gotta
Many of
overload
the
it.
drawings were actually traced from pre-existing erotic renderings of characters such as Amy Rose from Sonic. 3 days
Of
later,
course.
JK Productions
I know what
claimed
that
they had
was. I
received
hate that
a
I
cease
know
and
where that
desist
was.
order
You know that
from both
one?
Sega and Nintendo
Uh-huh.
due to the unauthorized use
My
of the
God,
likeness
Tam.
of their characters. The artists in response drastically redesigned the main characters. For example, Sonichu was reimagined as Reginald the Anteel, which was a crossbreed of an anteater and an eel who sported a dashing suit with a pickle in his breast pocket. Rose Chew was
A
similarly
pickle.
replaced by an anteel with gay overtones. Chris was also supplanted by a voluptuous female version of himself. These drastic changes convinced Chris to end his
I am-
relationship with JK Productions, mistaking the anteals for aardvarks. In the face of what has been long established, Christian released
Sorry, what were you saying, Nat Magma?
None, you're fine. We were laughing.
episode 17 of Sonichu issue 8 before the comic was completed. Rather than the supposed spring break theme, episode 17 came about as a direct response to the recent drama concerning ED and 4chan, resulting in a sex-filled and surprisingly pornographic offering. Due to the shocking nature of its content, the episode was originally available in 3 different versions, based on the TV parental guidelines devised by the FCC. TVY7, which contained no graphic content. TV14, which included sexual acts with the nudity censored.
Because you got to make this available for kids now. Got to have a kids version and an adult version.
And TVMA, which was the uncut and uncensored version. Before the prologue, Chris inserted a disclaimer in which Sonichu
I forget the actual company that had a lot of the anime, that did a lot of dubbing the anime and censored a fuck ton for kids.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that for some reason.
Chatter says, of course, just want to say I'm new here and having a great time in the community. Well, I'm glad that you're having fun here. We like to laugh, all right? Of course, right when I'm typing this, there's something about Chris Chan and something sexual. No, you're good. Listen, we don't always talk about Chris Chan and sex, thankfully, for the betterment of everybody.
Chris Chan is actually a rarity around here, thank God.
You saying that you want more of it?
No.
He's kind of chat. He's kind of making it sound like he wants more of it. But no, it's not. Thankfully, it's not.
This exchange almost like feels like that one bit from Powerpuff Girls where, fucking Buttercup standing over Mojojo's like, "Oh, you want some more? Huh? And then she fucking like stomps him in his mouth.
I mean, yeah, it's just like,
drop that heel.
You want more? You want more? I'll give you some more. Yo, it sounds like you want it, Tim.
No. No.
Rosechu say that they are over the age of 18 and give some warning as to what will shortly be witnessed.
There's only one Chris Chan in every universe.
Christian Weston Chandler and everyone of this hand-drawn series fully support safe sex and the proper use of condoms during vaginal penile
and imagine if they somehow all came together.
Sonichu also promotes the
like
idea of
fucking
sex and
like all the
dating
evil
education
Invincibles, but it's
classes
just
in
Chris
schools
Chan.
to
Oh
prepare
gosh.
youngsters for their first flirts with courtship. The story begins with Sonichu and Rosechu preparing to make love. Sonichu mentions that he needs to purchase double extra-length condoms because his penis is 7 inches long. Chris then proceeds to explain this.
I dropped my extra-large condom for my magnum dong.
Magnum dong.
Unironically, chat. Unironically, this is me right now.
It's funny, man, because as Christian gets older, he's probably gonna end up looking like Danny DeVito at some point anyway.
That's an insult to Danny DeVito.
Oh.
Sexual anatomy of Sonichu and Rosechu, which for
Danny
the most
DeVito
part
guy,
are
I hate that
identical
it's
to the human
unpaused
equivalents.
at
With
that.
the help of diagrams, he goes on to explain sexual intercourse between 2 electric hedgehog Pokemon of the opposite gender, and once again promotes the practice of safe sex.
Thank God
The
he
scene
promotes safe
returns to the
sex.
lovemaking. Chris offers a depiction of Sonichu's penis's
If nothing
point of
else.
view as it enters Rosechu's mouth. They go through several positions during their lovemaking.
Okay.
The TV14 version superimposes a banana over Sonichu's penis, an orange slice over Rosechu's vagina, and blue stars over her nipples. After the copulation, Rosechu explores a website
You know what?
called
Pay
For
for
Saint
effort.
Garbage, a representation of both
man?
Encyclopedia Dramatica and 4chan.
Holy shit.
Ian Andrews has just tipped $4.99.
Seriously, I can't
in
dodge?
Super chat. Magnum, that's something Chris has never and will never have.
Poor banana indeed.
She discovers that the people there were uploading lewd drawings of Rosechu and the other Rosechus possessing male genitalia. She's angered by it, while Sonichu mistakes the drawings
does
for
not like
photographs
Buddha,
and
it
falls
seems.
ill and faints. She puts him to bed to rest. She then decides to take her own arousing photographs, which happen to be the images which were previously posted by Chris on ED. In the TV-14 edition, her bare body was concealed by a red bikini that Chris drew in Microsoft Paint. To her dismay, her efforts were for naught, as only more anatomically incorrect images of her appear on 4-cent garbage. So Sonichu, Rosechu, and Wild Sonichu traveled to the 4-cent garbage building, with Wild joining in to search for the next Sonichu crystal. Sonichu and Rosechu aim to confront the boss of the corporation, who goes by the name Jason, signifying Jason Kendrick Howell. Chris creatively hints at his surname by referencing Lovey
As a friend of
Howell
Chris Chan.
from the 1960s TV show Gilligan's Island.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Wild Sonichu turns invisible. They enter the building and ask a devil-like creature called Beale, who is working as a receptionist, where to find Jason. He states that they need to take the elevator to floor 66+6. The pair go up the elevator and witness the various goings-on of each floor. Rosechu attacks someone who was uploading an image of her with male genitalia, and Christian briefly comes out of the time void to punch a man viewing the depiction of Chris using an oversized drinking straw.
Was that Pedal Bear I just saw?
I saw. Yeah, it's like that's what I was about to say. It's like, wait a minute.
Yes, it is
Hang
Pedal
on a
Bear.
sec.
Oh my god.
Bruh.
Many of the images were lifted straight out of ED. In the uncensored version, they witness more provocative activities, such as pictures of Sonic characters in sexual settings, which apparently excite Sonichu. The graphic cartoon pornography of the upper floors in fact arouse both Sonichu and Rosechu. On the 70th floor, they witness the destruction of an Xbox game console, which is referred to as a Hexbox, highlighting Christian's hatred of the gaming system. Meanwhile, Wild locates the crystal, which overrides his camouflage powers. The protagonists finally reach the 72nd floor and are greeted by an ominous Jason, draped in a dark hooded cloak with, apart from one eye, his face concealed by shadows.
Doing a Nazi salute, it
He politely
seems.
request that the Christian page be taken down, stating that the page goes against the values of the United States and her citizens. Jason states that the page will remain, and Sonichu goes for an attack, but is quickly thrown aside. They decide to leave quietly, but then Jason throws a pickle at Rosechu's head, which infuriates her. She flies up into the air to shed her clothes and reveals that she wears a C-cup bra. She takes off her brassiere and underwear, her nude body for all to see. Her fiery rage transforms her into the incredible lioness. I am the power. I am the warrior. I am the almighty woman. True to all of my gender, I will overpower any evil or good man who defies us, and make him succumb to our will. I have the almighty uterus that makes me strong and super powerful enough to protect the loved ones within me until they emerge to their glorious birth. By my ferocious will, I shall punish he who has defiled my people with the worst unnatural addition ever by this one's heinous.
Go ahead.
Who's worse, Chris Chan or Ken Penders?
Chris Chan.
I don't know who that is.
He is the original writer. He was the original writer for Knuckles.
No, he was. Hold on. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna send this to you.
I'm not. Is it a video?
I'm gonna say, what's wrong with the original Knuckles?
Oh, it's just his website. It's just his website. I don't want to get sued by showing off all of his shit.
I'm
but,
scared, Tom.
You know, that's all I'm gonna show.
Be very scared.
That's all I'm gonna show.
Oh
Be
no.
very scared.
That is a haunting. That's how I would describe that.
I am
the word haunting is the word I would use here.
Yeah.
He was one of the lead writers and artists in the comics, I think, for over 20 or 30 years.
What the fuck?
But why though?
But why?
I don't know why, but the amount of sexual innuendos he made and basically gave Sonic a harem, because yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Penders has his own issues.
From me, dog.
Yeah, he's got issues.
And then he sued Archie and Sega and
Hear
won.
me roar. She flies at Howell, grabbing hold of his head with her thighs. In a ferocious rage, she tears open his skull, but Jason remains alive. Roschu calms down and reverts to her old self. They regroup with Wild, crystal in hand. They bring it back to the mayor's office, where the rest of the Sonichu crystals are kept. With 2 in Chris's possession, they have only 1 more crystal to find on their own, so they could finally rescue Crystal. In the epilogue, all the Rosechus gather together to make nude photographs of themselves in support of women's liberation. Simone La Rosechu digs herself out of the ground and is introduced to everyone. They are surprised by the sudden arrival of one Zapina Rosechu, who wants to help them out, but announces that she is 14 years old. Rosechu regrettably announces that she cannot contribute due to dumb laws.
Yeah. A kid Sonichu wants to join in, but because she's a kid, Rosechu's like, yeah, because of dumb laws, you're not allowed to join in. Again, some people call this man a pedo. I don't really believe he is, but I see why they do. I see why they might think that.
Yeah.
Huh?
And I don't think I'd really want to let him around kids, just in case.
Yeah.
Let's get all the books in one place, because I need all the books in one place.
Insisted that she can work as a volunteer, using her light emission powers to help with the photo.
See, here's what's funny. They don't let her take nude pictures, but they let her stick around so that she can provide lighting for the nude pictures.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, because I guess the Rosechu had the ability to create light. So that's what yes, it's fucked up, is what I'm saying.
Shoot, which will serve as a protest to the efforts of the Episode 17 was widely lambasted, forcing Chris to quickly remove the uncensored edition from the website. He defended the drastic change in tone in his comic in an email to Blanca. I wish to make it perfectly clear that I, Christian Weston Chandler, a sound-minded virgin.
$5 for more hats. You not going to get sued SMH, and he was the first head right of Archie Sonic.
Yes. Pretty much. Pretty much. 14-year-old you chat, why would you say that?
What?
Wait, what'd they say?
I'm not repeating what they said. That's no. That just looks like something that somebody wants me to say to get me to clip. I'm not saying that, chat. That's no. I'm smarter than that.
Good, you learned from Dom.
Do not see women as sex objects. I honestly see women as my equal, human beings who have every right as any person in this world do, and I care about how women feel. Story-wise, Rosechu is only doing what she, herself, as an individual, feels is right in a great act of protest against the real-life force-and-garbage.com, which is encyclopediadramatica.com. And every woman has every right as human equals to speak their voice as loud as they feel for or against what they each set their individual sights upon. Ladies, I care. I seriously do. It was around this time that a troll, who identified herself as Lord Silly Nipples, assumed Blanca's identity without informing the original trio of trolls, who created and then shared with Chris Blanca's supposed MySpace page, and sent an email asking him to send her sexy nude photos of himself. In return, she promised she would show her own sexy side. Captivated by the promise of nudes, he took an array of revealing photos of himself and sent them to whom he thought was Blanca, taking little notice of her suddenly changing her email address, or the various physical and biographical inaccuracies seen on her MySpace page. On September 11th, Blanca's MySpace profile picture was changed to a photo of a black man in a pickle costume, and Lord Silly Nipples posted Christian's nude photos onto the ED page. Humiliated by the revelation, he recorded a video addressing the event, conceding that Blanca, as he knew her, was a troll.
An official update. You know who I am, but right now at the moment I'm upset and sad.
A lot of people do not want to know
The featured friend that I have recently given a guest spot in a 7th comic book, turns out that woman was a fake troll.
This is what I get off of a mall stream to watch. I think this is perfectly fine.
He tricked me into...
I'm working 5.
This is Chris's 9/11. Yes, it was. One of his 9/11s. He had multiple. Did I get raided by a mall?
Stuff.
Did a mall raid me?
I was tricked.
Thank you so much if you did, Amal.
He also mentions the mysterious appearance of
She's
an
not live anymore, so I'm
advertisement
gonna
for
say yes.
Sonichu toys purportedly
I didn't
seen
see
in
a
the
raid
magazine.
update.
I have taken the notice of the
She is here. Yeah.
ad
Hey, Mel.
in the video.
Just the weight of that statement. He's had multiple 9/11s.
Yes, he has.
the weight of that, right? Just the implications of it.
Yes. Also,
Truly staggering.
Amal, you are welcome to come in and
I don't recommend
behold this.
but you're welcome.
Just saying, you're welcome to. I know you might be tired. You have to go to bed. If not, you're welcome to come in and enjoy the
I'm all
pain.
going to bed at a normal human hour? What is that?
Magazine or
it's called
comic book somewhere. I'm not sure
Blasphemy.
exactly where. About merchandise. I have not ever, up to this point, authorized any distribution or advertisement of any Sonichu merchandise. So the ad there, that is a fake. Boycott that at all costs.
Finally, since he believed that Blanca was not a real person, he assumed complete control over her intellectual property.
Also, at this point, I will claim Jigglyami as my own from this point on.
That's not how copyright works.
And the Blanca character that I associate with her in the drawing, well, she'll be like a character in a city, but she's not going to be a active character. But Jigglyami, I'll be claiming her as my own from this point on. Good day.
The
It
ad he had
is
mentioned
a
was
special
an
level
invention
of
a
sad that he
troll
decided
who
to
assumed
keep the
the
character
identity
that someone
of former
used
English
specifically to
soccer
fuck with him.
personality Jimmy Hill, who wanted Chris to believe that Hill stole all elements of the Sonichu story and was developing the franchise in real life, the popularity of which allegedly rivaled that of Pokemon. Still scarred from unwittingly exposing his
Let's go with
vulnerability
that
to
one.
the trolls, he sent an email to the Reverend of his church, Elizabeth Foss, about how he was deceived and now looked to God for forgiveness. Reverend Foss in return
Oh, you know what? I
suggested
should have
that he meet
definitely
with
showed
pastoral
Celestia on this one.
Lucky Shoemaker, whom she felt could help Chris make sense of his troubles. He began seeking her
she'll say
advice
what?
regularly. Vivian G continued to email Chris, trying to convince him that his nude pictures are not a big deal, and that she wished that he get off the internet and meet real women in person like he used to. She tried with all her might to make him see that Robert Simmons was a troll as well, but Christian wouldn't listen. In the wake of the Blanca deception, he re-engaged in conversations with the original Blanca, sending his messages to her original email address, with the trolls desperately trying to convince Chris that their Blanca was the true Blanca.
Now that
claiming
is
the Blanca
some
behind the leaks and the
Catch-22.
MySpace page was a product of
Sonichu for
trolls.
Smash
The
6.
trolling trio persuaded Christian to take part in a Skype call. One of the
For that.
three, who called herself Nurse Iki-chan, lent her voice to the part and convinced him that he was in contact with the true Blanca. He later announced so in a video.
It's all settled now. Blanca's real. I talked to her. Yeah, she called me. So as for the jerk who posed with the Kawaii Katsune name, if I knew who you were, I'd give you a kick in the balls. But I can't because I don't know who or where you are. But if everybody knows the whereabouts of the jerk, and just happen to be nearby or within the state, give him a slick kick from me. Anyway, I'm happy now. I'm happy.
He also addresses the issue of counterfeit Sonichu merchandise produced by Jimmy Hill.
First off, the toys in the UK. They're definitely fake. I have never approved any merchandise or distribution of such merchandise yet. So therefore, the advertisements of such Sonichu merchandise in the UK, all fake. Possibly this guy named Jerry Hill, I think his name was. But I mean, that's from a suggestion that's a name I got from one of my fans. So anyway, boycott buy the merchandise from the UK. Buy any merchandise from there. Boycott it. Don't do it.
Chris also confirms that JK Productions were fake and implored that people continue asking Nintendo to get involved in the Sonichu video game.
Sonichu, Issue 1. Hand-drawn premiere issue. Go, Sonichu.
Zap to the
Go out and zap to
extreme.
the extreme.
On
I
September
will thank you,
15th,
Father.
Vivian G began uploading her series of Sonichu audiobooks, which she edited herself. A narrator told the story of the comic in a calm yet dramatic voice, with Vivian
You know,
herself providing crass commentary
I gotta give
in
him
the
some
form
credit.
of
He's clearly
annotations.
very committed to this
The
shit.
project made no attempt at addressing inconsistencies, spelling errors, or storyline issues, and simply delivered the story in a
Well.
straight, deadpan manner. The team would continue to make
Somewhat.
audiobook videos covering the Sonichu story for the next few years. Possibly sometime in September, Lord Silly Nipples, impersonating Christian's childhood friend, Tiffany Robinson, sent him an email requesting to receive a copy of his Yup, I'm on TV DVD, who upon receiving the gift, leaked the contents onto the internet. This leak featured most of the videos and photos on the disc, including this photo of Barbara Chandler. Due to her significant girth and slumbering state, trolls began calling her Snorlax, which is a large Pokemon known for its sleepy nature. Despite things with Chris and Blanca
That's
looking optimistic,
fucked up.
he began a courteous discord with one Sarah Jackson, who allegedly first found out about him through her autistic sister, Rose, a Sonichu fan. Like most people engaging with Christian at the time, Sarah was also a fake personality. He informed Blanca of this new development in their relationship. I'm gonna be honest with you. Over the weekend, I met this other woman over the internet, developed a good trust with her. Basically, I'm feeling in between with you and this woman, and I want to make more certain which one I should save myself for. I have told her about you, and I only want to be as fair as possible. I'd hate to make you feel bad, sad, or jealous, because I honestly care about you and your feelings a lot, Blanca Weiss. I understand if this comes as a big surprise to you, but believe me, you are the first I've said I love you to, openly and honestly. Let me ask you, do you want me in an honest relationship, or sexually, more or equal to bad? He gave Blanca Sarah's email address so she could have a talk with her. I care about Christian a lot, and I would not see him hurt by anyone, especially not someone pretending to be a girl to get their kicks from hurting an innocent man who is autistic. I hope you realize what kind of monster you are. Honestly, what do you have to gain from hurting him? Oh, are you going to get more naked pictures of him? Going to rob him of his dignity? You know what? Go do something more productive, like get a job, read a book, I don't know, do something. What kind of person purposely tries to ruin the life of an autistic? It's beyond me. Sarah replied. Chris is a sweet and loving man, and he has feelings for me. You obviously blew it with him, or he wouldn't be talking to me in the first place. So you can just jump off a cliff, sister. You couldn't possibly love him the way I have come to. So just give this pathetic game up. I will tell him about the slanderous things you have written to me too, and then we'll see how much more he trusts you.
Slanderous.
Christian had to make a tough decision, so he chose Blanca to be his one and only. He asked if she would send him some more photographs of herself at varying angles, stating that nudes weren't necessary, but appreciated. He paid no attention to Blanca's constantly changing physical appearance. Chris also brought up the possibility of a future meeting in real life. While I'm thinking about it, did you say you might be able to make it for Thanksgiving break? If not sooner, I would appreciate your presence. And if at that time you feel ready, my virginity shall be yours.
Nope. I just
know said it
installed that
before
window.
in
You're not
previous
breaking it,
books,
bastard.
But you still have
Get
a
away from
hot
my
body.
window.
Oh my god. He then
Thank you.
elaborated on their proposed schedule.
You all good over there?
You can meet my
Yeah,
mother
someone's
and
trying to break
father,
down my window.
chat with them a while, and get to know each other. Then
In
you
the
and I,
game.
we can go upstairs
no,
to
I
my
got that.
bedroom to just
No, I
hang
just
out.
had to walk
watch
outside and
TV,
grab my
or chat a
axe real
while.
quick. Don't worry about
Maybe
it.
even some video gameplay with Guitar
As
Hero.
long as it's sorted out.
/ octopus
Yeah.
mommy milf avatar.
Crundle Bunley tipped Octopus Mommy MILF $10.
Thank you for the 10.
Why was Icarus afraid of Oedipus? Because he was the motherfucking son.
Okay, that was strong. That was a good one.
I'm
Holy
taking this
shit.
one, thank you.
That was a good one.
Yep, gotta use that one sometime.
I'm sending that to Mizu right now. That was beautiful. Thank you, chat. Crundle, you are beautiful. Thank you.
Or something. For
I think
dinner
I'm gonna
that
put
evening,
bars
our
behind
first
that.
date, I will take you out to McDonald's, Arby's, Burger King, or a small restaurant like that. Then I'd let you go back to your hotel or bring you back home. No sex on the first night. But if you'd like to
Obviously
make out,
not the first
I'd
night.
welcome it. For lunch, I take you to this good all-you-can-eat pizza, salad, soup, dessert buffet that I know of in Charlottesville. Then we can take in a romantic movie at the theater, or we can walk the downtown mall and or walk in the park. If it doesn't bother you, I may yawn and stretch my arm around you to your other shoulder. If you want to take it further, you may pull my hand on your shoulder a little closer to your breast. Of course, this is optional, and that lets you cop a reach into the popcorn bucket, or under that to cop a feel. Stop me if I'm bothering you any, and you and I can make out in the theater. And if you feel like it that night in the privacy of mine or your room, you can take my virginity. Or we can wait till the third night, if there is one before you have to go back to Kentucky. Either way, I would wear a condom then, and in the future, until our
Is this a
wedding.
manifesto for a date? Yes.
Blanca and Sarah continued to spitefully exchange emails to each other until September 17th.
Jesus had nothing to do with this. He would curse us.
Thank you for being a member for 1 month. I appreciate that.
And also in turn gave access to his AOL, MySpace, YouTube, Facebook, and eBay accounts, leaking the majority of his private goings-on to the public. In addition, they acquired previously unreleased nude photos of him, which they sent to ED. One particular picture was a close-up shot of Sonichu doodled on his penis. Another
I'm gonna
was
lurk?
an
All right.
Chris modeling his mother's underwear.
What did I just hear?
These latest photos also explicitly showcased the unusual, misshapen form of his penis. In the meantime, the trolls changed the background of his YouTube profile page to a tiled illustration of a pickle. In response, Chris created a new email address and made a new YouTube channel, CChan6789. In the midst of all this chaos, Christian began chatting with one Jessie Ruddy, an online female persona conceived by two trolls, possibly through Skype. Their conversations remained fairly casual, though they did discuss some sexually charged topics. At the same time, Chris also began conversing with an Australian girl who went by the internet handle Panda Halo. Like all his recent love interests, Panda, real name Sarah Cassandra Mackenzie, was yet again another troll-created online identity. Growing increasingly hopeful of a future with her, he broke off the promise of a relationship with Blanca and announced his new true love in a video. This was the first instance of Chris introducing his videos with the phrase Captain's Log and listing off the relevant stardate, which was the method of log entry and record keeping used in the Star Trek TV and film franchise. However, it is likely that Chris was actually referencing a Star Trek parody seen in Family Guy instead.
Captain's Log, Stardate, September 24th, 2008. This is an update for the Sonichu fan base. As you can see, I am safe and well. I have no intention of hurting or killing myself.
He finally leaves his bitterness towards Adam Stackhouse behind him.
Also, I would like to update by letting y'all know about Adam Stackhouse, who was the winner of the that Parappa contest. Leave him alone. I hold no grudge against him. So you leave him and his family, including his sister, alone. It's all forgiven.
What did I come into? Yes, you did.
Also, I have a big announcement. I'm taken. I don't want to be her true name. For my fear of her, for my worry about her safety. But I want to shout out my love to her. This is for you.
He proceeds to sing Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley, with the song's appearance in a Family Guy episode serving as a backing track.
Never gonna give you.
Christian and Panda Halo's relationship got heated very quickly. Chris engaged in Skype conversations using the family computer located in their kitchen. Over the course of their chats, he frankly discussed delicate topics such as masturbation. He graphically described his masturbation routine and admitted that he would always have a clean plastic cup on hand in which he would ejaculate as to not make a mess.
The fact that nobody
on what he has
positively intervened at any point during any of this, man, it's just...
if women inserted fruits and vegetables into themselves while masturbating because he saw it as a waste of food. But in the case of bananas, it was acceptable due to the protective peel of said fruit, meaning it could be eaten after the fact. While Panda Halo did not appear on video, her voice was enough to convince Chris that she was real. He readily engaged in obscene acts for his webcam. These included Chris impersonating a selection of animals and even masturbating on camera. These videos soon surfaced on the internet.
No,
it was possibly around this
why?
time that Vivian G had a 3-hour-long chat with Chris through AOL Instant Messaging, during which she desperately tried to convince him that all the
put that
women
back on.
offering themselves to him over the internet were fake.
God.
During the conversation,
I'll
Christian
hate the
slipped on
internet.
cat poo in the kitchen
Oh,
and
yeah.
had to clean up the mess. She confronted him over the nude picture he drew of Megan. He accused ED of twisting the image and making it evil, destroying their relationship. Vivian reminded him that Megan had requested that they remained just as friends, but Christian betrayed her. He then proceeded to talk about his need for a sweetheart to fulfill his wish of fathering a daughter by the name of Crystal Weston Chandler. He blamed his random access memory for the sudden change in topic, claiming he can't help himself if his thoughts are random. He revealed that he still went to the Alderman Library at the University of Virginia to look for women. Vivian then explained that people usually go to the library to study and not to hook up with strangers. The discussion gave him a headache. Chris then talked about his desperate need for a dating education class, which would be especially useful for the third date onwards. Vivian pointed out that the dating experience would be completely different for every person, and that sex is not guaranteed on the third date. Chris eventually didn't know how to reply because his mind became a blank. She asked him to roleplay to find out what he would say when meeting a girl. Ynir immediately began talking about drawing his comics. She told him that if he were to say that to a girl, he would be perceived as immature and childish. Christian then asked if it would make a difference if he told women that he drew sex pictures instead. Vivian recoiled, stating that that would be disturbing. She begged for him to seek professional help, admitting that trying to help him herself was like fighting a wall. On September 29th, Christian reignited communications with his former sweetheart, Blanca, telling her that he had a dream in which the
mommy MILF avatar.
Internet Sin Master tipped Octopus Mommy Milk $10. Akko, why are you cursing Celestian with
Because,
this knowledge? Why are you showing her the most cursed of deep internet lore?
Because it was funny, and she thought it was funny too. That's why. Thank you for the $10. I appreciate it, chat. Thank you for the 10. Thank you for the support tonight. Very much appreciated, chat. Very much appreciated.
The name of his true sweetheart-to-be was revealed to be Blanca Weiss. As a show of affection, he announced that he will send his original Sonichu, Rosechu, Black Sonichu, and Jigliami medallions, as well as his drawing of Jigliami to what he thought was her aunt and grandmother's home address. I hope that you are feeling better, and that you feel delighted after reading that God and Jesus have finally revealed they're guiding me to you. 2 days later, he sent her an album of grainy photos of himself in an array of poses. On October 4th, Chris released a short video in which he lampoons a line of dialogue used in the MTV animated series Aeon Flux.
My name is Christian Weston Chandler. I'm here to find happiness with my true sweetheart who I've known for over 2 months now. So you trolls best leave us alone. Is anybody listening? Do you believe me? Everybody happy now?
As the months progressed, more and more Jimmy Hill-related artwork began to surface. Screenshots from a supposed Sonichu animated series were leaked as well, and the plotline of Hill's Sonichu story was revealed, which resembled Christian's own iteration, but with some notable alterations. Sonichu was touted as the first openly gay cartoon character, with Blake being his boyfriend. He hung out with Rosechu, his gal pal, and he loved his parents, Mary Lee Walsh and Jimmy Hill himself. In the cartoon, they would come under attack from the giant Jerkbot, which was modeled after Christian's own naked figure. On October 9th, trolls received Christian's package meant for Blanca. It included the medallions, as well as his depiction of Blanca's original character. Chris wrote a heartfelt letter to her on the back of the drawing, which Nurse Iki-chan herself read out for a video later uploaded onto YouTube.
Dear Blanca, I am so happy that you are revealed as my true, honest sweetheart to be in the dream I have anxiously waited for since the dreams of me and my future daughter. When before my heart was lost and confused, now I truly see the path to the true, honest love set for me by God and Jesus. I now can
What's the deal with Christian's wife? Christian doesn't have a wife.
Below the letter was an illustration depicting a sleeping, dreaming Christian who dreamt of himself waiting for his sweetheart Blanca at a local hotel. The trolling group quickly uploaded their findings onto ED. In response, Christian recorded a video falsely claiming that even though the trolls got hold of his medallions, Blanca had intercepted them and sent his Sonichu medallion back, which he then modified to make more secure, meaning the medallion around his neck in this video was in fact a copy.
Captain's log. Stardate, October 9th, 2008. Y'all know who I am, so my message should be clear. I'm here to dispel a couple of rumors that have been flying around. Firstly, my Sonichu medal was not stolen. It was entrusted to my sweetheart, Blanca, who lives over in Kentucky. Rest assured, she is not a troll, so nobody say otherwise. I have talked to her on webcam and video and audio and heard her voice over her microphone to my speakers and headphones. Anyway, I sent her the medal, and even though some trolls nearby got hold of it temporarily, she managed to get it back and send it back to me express.
He emphasizes that he added a peg to the back of it to hold his amethyst high school ring. He also mentions his leaked DVD footage, naming the man in the pickle suit as the culprit.
Also, the DVD, that was not stolen either. The man in the pickle suit tricked me once again.
Man in the frickin' pickle suit.
Trusted gal pal of mine. So it was sent upon request, but thank God I had the foresight to not make a copy of my director's cut, which has a lot more footage on it than any distributed copy has.
Still convincing himself that Blanca was true, he professes his love for her.
I wish to also proclaim my love for my sweetheart. I love you, Blanca. I cannot bear to live without you, baby. So please come here as soon as possible.
I love you,
so
baby.
We can be together forever. I love you, Blanca. I always will. Pain me. It would just pain me if you don't.
No.
Nobody better harm a hair on her, or else you hear from me.
As an epilogue, Chris advertises the upcoming PS3 game, Little Big Planet.
Also, this video, as well as all previous videos, are proudly presented to you thanks to the gracious technology from Sony Computer Entertainment America. Look forward for the upcoming Little Big Planet game, coming to only on PlayStation 3, and see exclusive levels that I will be uploading after I've created soon enough, that y'all will be very interested in playing. Thank you.
4 days later, seemingly unperturbed by the possible deception concerning Blanca, Christian made another video, announcing that he had received the beta release of Little Big Planet, and had already completed making his own level.
The Little Big Planet level y'all have heard about. I have the beta, and I have completed the level in only 2 nights, and I got it published onto the Little Big Planet database on the internet. Apparently my beta had expired, which is kind of bad luck. So I guess I'll just have to wait a week before I can introduce the level fully in video form on the YouTube. Little Big Planet, only on PlayStation 3.
Every man in the tri-state area also loves Blanca.
Oh, thank you for that, chat. Very much appreciated.
Never accept any invitations, even downloadable to a hotspot.
It's accurate, though.
He continues by airing his grievances concerning Jimmy Hill.
Master Jimmy Hill, as y'all may know about him, he has perpetrated the rights of Sonichu for myself. As y'all well know, for the longest time now, that I am the original owner and creator of Sonichu and Roastu. This imposter is blatantly copying everything note for note from me. I mean, you take a good look at that. Take a look at that. Because all that is just this Sonic the Hedgehog action figure custom painted. I can easily custom paint this to look like that. With acrylic paint even. So simple.
It's so simple.
So
hear that high pitch in his voice.
He compares the appearance of his official Sonichu website with Hill's flagrant imitation, and also mentions the supposed release of Jimmy Hill's "Yup, I'm on TV" DVD.
And all we did was take every footage that was originated from this DVD, and dubbed his voice just over my name. So instead of me saying Christian Weston Chandler, he just dubs over each time by saying Jimmy Hill. It even says on the bottom here, the part of Jimmy Hill is played by an actor. And look at that freaking cover. It's more based on my original comic cover than the original DVD. Anyway, do not buy from Jimmy Hill.
He's a fraud, a phony.
Finally, Chris proclaims that the trolls should stop bullying him because he is ignoring them.
You bullies, I know y'all are afraid of me. Cause without me, y'all would have nobody to pick on at this point. No matter how many times you direct your influences towards me, I'm just ignoring you. Because basically all you're doing is basically being unheard of. You're basically talking to a brick wall.
Man, I wish
And
that were the
I'm
case,
just blatantly
Christian.
ignoring you hands down. So you may as well just give up. Your opinions and voices are not being heard. You're not scaring me. Y'all are not scaring Blanca. You're scaring nobody, misters. It's time to face facts, misters and misses. I am
Despite
safe.
Christian's
I am
supposed
well.
iron wall, the
and
trolls
I'll be
did
staying
not,
that way,
in fact,
and I
give
shall
up.
keep watch for any bullies.
I'm assuming
And
where
I will
this is
take
going.
all necessary steps in due
Uh,
time
yes.
to cross
Never
those
give up.
bridges, be they sound or
They do not.
broken. Thank you very much, and have a good day or evening.
It was on this day that
Oh,
the person
no.
responsible for the Sarah Jackson character decided to kill her off by assuming the role of her sister and telling Chris that she was allegedly killed in a car crash. On
Jesus
October
Christ,
14th,
that's my
Panda
God.
Halo created a
Holy
subsite
shit.
of Sonichu.net called
Oh, you
Sonichu
guys
Fans,
are-
which was
you
most
guys go hard on
notable
him.
for
Yeah.
incorporating an
Fucking hell.
internet relay chat feature, or IRC, where people could gather and chat about Sonichu and other related matters. Over the course of the next couple of months, Chris joined the chat to discuss various topics and answer fan questions. On the same day, YouTube user Icarus69, who was the one who had received Christian's package, showed off the medallions which recently came into his possession. On October 15th, Chris uploaded a 7-page preview of a future Sonichu comic, in which Chris Chan Sonichu travels to the 4-cent garbage building but is captured by a tractor beam. He is forced to revert to his human form, which brings his medallion back into existence. Jason's minion, Beale, grabs hold of the Sonichu medallion, but is shocked that he remains powerless. Christian reveals that the true source of his powers is his amethyst high school ring, to convince the trolls that his medallion was not
Hold
as
on.
important as they had thought it was. He uses his ring to transform back into Chris Chan.
Pause.
What? Is that red character like a demon of some sort?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to think about that.
Okay.
A demon held the medallion, didn't gain anything from it. Meanwhile, everything that we have seen with the damn thing.
No, yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Chat, we're gonna finish this episode and then we're gonna slowly wrap up, I think.
And Sonichu,
Sounds
and
like a good
launches
idea.
a
There's only so
hyperbeam
much
at
of this
Beale,
anyone could
which
be
also
expected
ends
to
up
take
hitting
in
Jimmy
one
Hill,
evening.
knocking out his teeth. On October 20th, the trolls behind Blanca put an end to her
Who the hell
story.
is Jimmy Hill?
A troll.
Oh, okay.
Icarus69 filmed himself desecrating the original medallion in a myriad of means. He sliced it and stabbed it with a knife, mimicked it performing forced fellatio on a pickle, placed
Why?
it into a
No.
pickle jar, crushed it with a hammer, and set it ablaze, quenching the fire by urinating on it.
That is delicious.
Yeah.
What a way to end that. Why?
It's a good way to end.
So wait, does the curse still get you if you destroy the medallion?
No, I think if you
specifically
destroy
have to
it.
put it on, right?
I think you have to put it on and invoke some sayings, but
Okay.
if you destroy it, you get no punishments, basically.
If
you... Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Sees it as like a cosmic good, right?
Yeah.
If you destroy it, you need to burn it as well, and then spread the ashes in the sea so it can no longer affect anyone. If you blow it up, the shard will just go everywhere and impale itself into the world, spreading the curses along with it. You have to make sure it's cremated.
Pretty much.
Okay, fair enough.
Pretty much. Chat, I'm gonna give you to Mizu tonight. I think Mizu is still going. There's no reason for me not to give it to you. I'll give it to him. Excuse me.
Cast it into the fire. Destroy.
Cast it into the fire. Destroy it.
Oh god,
Okay.
Imagine journeying across the land just to get rid of a fucking Sonichu medallion.
I mean, I do expect someone to like do a reverse Lord of the Rings with that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Like do the fucking what do they call them again? Those weird like shadow guys in Lord of the Rings. Those fuckers come after you if you try and like
Something like that. Anyway, this is where I'm going to end it. Thank you, chat, so much for coming by tonight. Thank you for everybody that's decided to support the stream. Very much appreciated, especially for the people like Crundle and Devastator who gave
the Nazgul, yeah,
the amount of gift subs. I appreciate all of you. You guys are absolutely amazing.
Wait, I got sorry, real quick. It's not the Nazgul. It's just a bunch of like fucking black Sonichus wearing hoods coming after you.
Black Sonichus in a trench coat.
Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow for Dog Wave.
Dog Wave.
Have a good one.
Dog Wave.
Sounds good.
Bye, chat.
Bye, champ.